Okay.
Here we are.
All right. Well,
These
here
nuts.
welcome to another Lemons iRacing League night, a special Wednesday night before St. Patrick's Day, after Ides of March, whatever. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm Eric Reed from 24 Hours of Lemons. I am the Everything Bagel at the 24 Hours of Lemons. And this is the No Pedal, No Wheel race. We are just in the beginning of warm-up, so people will be trickling in. Joining me tonight is Cameron Aubernon. As always, how you doing, Cameron?
I'm as well as I can be after my little adventure at Sandals, Birmingham.
As you do, we'll get into that a little bit. Ryan Bauer, our producer, of course, to bring us all these pictures and the audio and doing all the magical things. And our special guests this week are recent winners of the Southern Fried Heaps Lemons Rally, Steph Schrader and Jason Grafton, aka Stunt Granny. How you guys doing tonight?
You can't tell, but I'm waving to the audience right now. This is great.
Yeah,
I farted.
Everything's going well, as we do. The whole waving at the camera during podcasting, as this basically is, classic move. That's a classic.
Well, we got you covered here, Eric, behind the chat bar there. So you'll just do that forever for all of us.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's me infinitely. I need to actually get that GIF and repurpose it, but that's another story for another day. So, set the stage here. We are at Irwindale for the Figure 8, and this is the No Pedal, No Wheel race, which means that none of the controllers being used are a set of pedals and a wheel. I don't know. It's a mishmash of things. Cameron is in this race with an Xbox controller. Eric Hesser, maybe the best Xbox controller iRacer in the world. I don't know. Seems like he's pretty good at it. Ron Harrington. B Field's a new name to me, but somebody who's maybe been around, haven't seen. And we'll get the scoop on these setups where we can. If I was better at this stuff, I would have actually looked it up, but there's Ron Harrington on the screen.
Magical.
Interesting line there.
It's very
Setup is
binary. It's like an on-off switch.
That's the jazz hands, I think we coined that. Fast hands, jazz hands.
Well,
judging by his hand position, maybe he is using a mouse to steer. Is that the case, Ron?
Squeak, squeak.
squeak, squeak.
Not that kind of a mouse.
Well, some mice did squeak back in the day. You know, the balls.
Oh yeah, the old squeaky trackball always was a classic.
I'm digging your pet.
Pet?
Oh, the party blob.
Nice.
So you're running with what is it, an Xbox controller, Lady A?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. My traditional way of controlling everything in Lemons. And they've got good fuel data, and I have 24.205, my best time yet. Oh,
Sweet.
I think Luis Pagan in the Facebook chat saying somebody needs to drive with a Dance Dance Revolution pad. I think that happened early on in the No Pedal Wheel. Yeah, was that Stunt Granny?
Right?
I got a pad like last summer, but it was from a yard sale. It was broken, and I just haven't been able to get it fixed yet. But it's gonna happen someday. Damn it!
Excellent. Yeah, and we've had the Guitar Hero controllers, a pickle with lead stuck in it. St. Patrick's Day from Eric Hesser there.
Pickle.
Nice.
Heck yeah, pickle.
And Eric properly has the window behind him adorned and a Miller Lite, as he is from Wisconsin. So if you can't have the official beer of Wisconsin, New Glarus, you may as well have a Miller Lite. So,
that's right.
yeah.
Oh, we got. What is that? Ron's got a nice shiny Miata. I got a nice shiny Miata.
Death to Miatas.
I know.
Death.
Yeah, but they're shiny though.
They're shiny.
Yeah, but it could be shiny death. Doesn't matter.
I mean, that will happen, Steph. That will happen.
Okay. Just
Okay.
make promises. Make good promises. Promise me now.
I will not promise I will destroy myself unless I am trying to kill Eric Hesser.
I mean,
For first place.
Well, you guys are
Also
literally going to cross
acceptable.
paths. You guys are literally going to cross paths a lot here, so.
Yes.
Let plenty of chances.
Well, Eric just crossed the path with the
Ooh.
wall.
F's in chat for
Not
for
like
Eric
that.
there.
the F is for Fluffy this week because
That's great.
Thanks for the sub, Kimmy. Yeah, stunt granny
Yeah.
too, by the way. Thank you.
Oh,
Like
of course.
the green wheels there from Eric Esser. This is kind of the opening support race. As
Ties
it
the
were.
room together, doesn't it?
It does.
Definitely.
It really does. Yeah. Shiny. You got to get the metallic paint, or it just isn't the same.
Yeah.
The follow-up pair of races to this is Lemon's Roller Derby,
right.
wherein we have a slow blocker car and a faster, more nimble car paired up together. Rich Moldgorian leather, by the way.
I think you mixed up the speeds. I was like, yeah, because the truck's a little faster than the slowsters.
Gotcha. All right. So
Yeah.
life.
blocker car, faster car, I guess, and then whoever's left standing. It's like roller derby where you have a blocker, jammer, I believe they're called.
Yep, jammers, yep.
And then whoever gets around without being jammed the most comes around to win. The Hesser brothers, Eric and Kevin Hesser, are undefeated, so that's something to look forward to. And they put it on their real car as well, that they are undefeated Lemon's Roller Derby champs. So.
They are going down, I tell you that right now. You guys get ready, Hessers. Just,
Yeah. I got Terry Radford blocking for me both times. And we're gonna bring some bracketology and some rowdy energy on y'all's asses. With
I
some
like it.
championship cars too, no less.
Appreciating Ron Harrington's Strange Brew livery there from Elsinore Brewery. As I'm drinking Penn Brewery, which is like the Pennsylvania version of that, actually. If you've ever seen the Penn Brewery, it looks kind of like Elsinore. Kind of great.
I'll definitely have to check it out sometime.
Excellent.
Indeed, Strange Brew, such a great movie, underrated. And speaking of strange Canadian brews, this broadcast is brought to you by Moosh Long Morning. Just in time for St. Patrick's Day, Moosh Long Morning is here with the finest Albertan Cascade hops, the richest Saskatchewan barley, and quintuple shots of taurine and caffeine extracted direct from Trenton, New Jersey. Pry yourself alive with vitality and infused brew when you come around at 2. Moosh Long Morning sold at all packaged liquor retailers. Ready
right.
for you.
We
Wake
definitely
up
could have
and
used
choose
that
violence.
after the rally.
That is amazing.
Yeah, we could have used that in our post-rally shuffling home.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Wake up and choose violence
It
with
was-
Sean Morning.
I still don't think I'm fully. I don't think I'm fully recovered from that yet. Still.
Good call on the Trenton, Ontario, but I figured, taurine, whatever the hell it is, surely comes from some place where
goes
they make
there?
chemicals. Sounds like a Randy Bish has joined the broadcast, by the way.
Without the ball.
Boy. Sorry, I'm late. I'm late. I was busy with my fourth Sheets run of the day as I simultaneously burnt a Wawa to the ground.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. We'll have to.
I'd say we should go, but we were here first, so whatever.
Yeah, you're gonna burn your own toilet to the ground later after all that sheet. So have fun sheeting it out.
You see, you merely adopted the double dogs. I was born into it. I didn't see a real food until I was but a man.
Wow. That sounds like something on Urban Dictionary, and I'm not gonna ask. So.
Sounds like we got a brief but very furtive glance at Randy Bish's impressionable ears with that statement.
Mm-hmm.
It really makes you wonder, what would
Double
Yinzer
dog.
Bane be like?
Oh, terrifying. Well, actually, no. It would be like Donnie. It would be exactly like Donnie.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Okay, so Dr. Donnie is just Yinzer Bane.
Yeah.
You know what? I can subscribe to this.
we know yins are pain.
God, yeah. That first pre-rally meetup, God, we were in Mobile, Alabama, and Donnie and Jeff, they picked the most northeasternest bar they could find, and it was called Yinzers.
Yinzers, yep.
There was not a single northeastern thing about it. It was hilarious.
Yes.
Well, they had a fake Permani sandwich, as I understand it.
That's disgusting, but go on.
Nope. Permani's is great, and
It's
you can't
disgusting.
convince me otherwise.
It's disgusting.
Well,
What's a punani sandwich?
you have
They put French
everything's
fries
on
on
the
it.
sandwich. Yeah, so you have coleslaw
Disgusting.
and French fries in the middle of the sandwich.
Yeah. The
French fries
coleslaw is
fine.
nasty.
Yeah, coleslaw is fine. French fries, yes,
Coleslaw.
please.
Okay, so Permanis are good in Pittsburgh, but the second you leave Pittsburgh, Permanis get weird in a hurry.
Oh, do they now?
So I lived in Michigan for a while, and there was a Permanis there, which blew my mind. And I went, and it was like somebody described a Permanis over a conference call very poorly. Like they went down a checklist and they got it correct, but like they definitely got some decorating help. Like there's a picture on the wall in the Walled Lake, Michigan Permanis of Rick Seaback. Rick Seaback is the WQED public broadcast in Pittsburgh. He's like their historian. There is not a soul within 300 miles of that Permanis who knows who Rick Seaback is, but there he is up on the wall.
Yeah. They couldn't just get John DeLorean or something. They had to get.
So unfortunate.
Mind-boggling.
Weird.
Mind-boggling. Anyway, so yes, Jeff, after the initial meetup, which was a tour of the USS Alabama in Mobile, by the way, at the start of the Southern Fried Heaps rally, found this restaurant and texted me very excitedly saying he had to go to Yinzers for me because I'm getting married in Pittsburgh in 3 months. So
Good luck.
So,
Don't die.
yeah, Pittsburgh's great.
Pittsburgh seems nice, actually.
It's great. Pittsburgh's a fantastic piece of Americana, boiled down into its own weird culture, basically.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I mean, I feel like rural Pittsburgh area, it has to be just a gold mine for potential rally stops. Like, okay, kids, here's where the Chi-Chi's that started the hepatitis outbreak was in the Beaver Valley Mall.
You know what? I'll give everybody.
fantastic.
I will give everybody a free preview of the upcoming Rust Belt rally, which is going to leave Pittsburgh and head north towards Buffalo. And I will tell you that one of the checkpoints that absolutely must be on it, because I'm the one who's planning it, is the hometown of Rue Waddell, who was famously the most insane baseball player from the time of insane baseball players. He basically threw the ball 100 miles an hour in the 19-teens, which was crazy enough. But he was like a man-child, so like a fire truck would go by and he would literally run off the mound and chase the fire truck. Like this is the level.
That
The most amazing thing ever is Rue Waddell. The stories about the guy are the best. So he comes out of rural Pennsylvania and got the nickname Rube because he was a rube completely and totally and had never been around any kind of culture or place where people live. So it's the most rural Pennsylvanian thing that I think I could come up with.
My God, I might have to do that rally.
It's going to be good. It's going to be really
do
good.
it.
You got no reason not to.
Well, I mean, the last time I tried to do one, I made it to the start.
Yeah, that's not nothing.
We made it to the start.
That counts for
Hey now,
something.
we've made it to the start on this one. No one can say.
We were actually early.
We actually got there early for the pre-rally meetup. On time, about 900 miles east on the same road where the car died last time.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the
Amazing.
rally since we're here. I mean, you guys did everything exactly the way that somebody who's supposed to win a rally is, which is to say, you make it as awful and miserable on yourself as you possibly can. So tell me about the car you guys brought, and that's a great starting point.
Well,
All right.
it's your car, Steph, so I think you should take
All right. So I have a 1971 Volkswagen 411. It is the running joke everybody makes about that car is it's 4 doors, 11 years too late. Volkswagen kind of drug their feet on releasing like a 4-door family sedan. So this is kind of like, you know, the precursor to the Passat. It was their big car and driver joked and called it a Beetle Brome. It's got a Type 4 engine in the back, so... Oh, that's beautiful.
That's not where the engine is, though, Cam.
Yeah.
I search at first.
I think Cameron might be dying on the live stream. Are you okay, Cameron?
Okay, that was the first that got me, man. It just...
That is beautiful. But yes, that's my garbage son.
Yes, it looks great from this distance that you were at when you took the photo.
It looks great up close too. It's just grungy, and don't look at the steering box.
The inside is very Mad Max.
Yeah. So this car it's funny, when I was writing for Jalopnik, another team had mentioned that they got one of the down on the street cars that Murley had. Judge Phil, to people who run this series, his pin name Murley Martin, Saucy Minx. Saucy Minx had written up this car in like 2008 as like a car sighting in San Francisco when he did the down on the street kind of.
Yeah, in Alameda, a little island in the East Bay.
Yeah. So this car had been on Jalopnik before, and I was riding there at the time. Corey Dickman, I think, was the one who reached out and said, like, hey, do you want this when we're done with it? Yes. Do I go poop in the woods? Of course I want it. It's got a Type 4 in the back. It's, same engine as the 914. And like the first Lemons car I ever ran was a Type 3 with a Type 4 swap that looked like a giant bunny rabbit. We made it look like Fluffy Bunny Eater of Souls, my Puffalo. One of them. Oh, and then I brought the entire Puffalo collection and really weirded out Judge Phil. So that was great. So they gave me the car. They were like, we don't want it anymore. Good luck. Yeah. That engine, they didn't have the cooling tins on it. So it won Index of Effluency and Buttonwillow. And I take it home expecting to like put it back together. Really, it did not come back together in time to really do. I think we had one more lap of MSR Houston like the next month.
Yep.
But tried to like rebuild that engine with new jugs, put all the cooling tins on so it would actually cool itself. Did I mention that we ran it without the cooling tins at Buttonwillow for like 100 and something laps?
Oh.
And it melted itself pretty much. There's some great pictures up on Jalopnik. You have to log in to see the pictures on Jalopnik, which is real dumb. But if you have a commenter account, you can still look at the pictures. Just Google, here's what happened inside my grossly overheating Volkswagen engine. Or Volkswagen 411's engine or something like that. Pistons that actually kind of melted on the outside. And so this is the car. There it is. We warmed up breakfast. We made breakfast, kept it warm in the engine bay when we rolled into tech. And, in our Oof Network theme, dressed as Guy Fieri, complete with homemade donkey sauce up in that little squirt bottle.
Is that what's in the little slot there in the engine cover?
Yeah.
Yep.
I really hate to interrupt this whole Germanic shenanigan, but do you mean to tell me warm purple Fago is part of breakfast?
It wasn't warm. It wasn't warm. We kept it in the hotel fridge overnight.
That actually was chilled. Yeah, that was a nutritious breakfast for.
Yeah, you can kind of see the condensation on the can.
Yeah.
from here. And then this was immediately before the rally, in a panic to actually put this breakfast together, like 5 miles from the ship.
You know what? Now that I see the logo, the OOF Network thing makes so much more sense because I hadn't actually seen that. That's perfect.
Well, the OOF Network logo, that kind of loops back around to the iRacing series. I originally came up with that theme way back at the Summit Point race last August.
Okay.
And, Eric, you're kind of involved with this one too. A friend of mine caught me watching a race wrap up, and he was like, "Hey, is that Alton Brown? That guy on the right?"
Oh no.
And yeah.
Writes notes furiously.
Oh no. Oh no.
And
I can see my future.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you've seen it already, but Ryan, do you have the photo of the car that I ran that time? By any chance? At that
We'll
point,
dig
like
that up. Yeah.
similar to the origin of Only Lands, the Spec Racer 4, I think I sent to you. That like pastel colored thing. But yeah.
This is yet another instance where I'm about to be publicly humiliated as part of my job. So enjoy this if you're watching right now.
Well,
This is
the first
beautiful.
time. This is not
This
the
is
first
beautiful.
time. But yeah.
No, it happens about every 2 weeks. Yep, that's me.
That. Yeah, partway through the race, everybody in the booth just decided, okay, well, we got all these bot running with us too, but they're all in boring paint jobs. So yeah, let's slap Eric's face on all of them.
This is what happens when I'm not paying any attention to
I
the
forgot we
things
did
that I'm
that.
supposed to be paying attention to.
It's amazing.
That was a fun night.
Yes.
Yeah. It was a good time.
That was, I don't remember much of it because that was also 40-cent White Claw night for me, so I don't remember much.
True.
Oh, pain. Oh, pain. I can't do it.
I think I hit triple-digit incident points in that race too.
Beautiful.
But
My
yeah.
man.
Record. Yeah.
We're
But,
here to stress
I believe they
test
call that
the iRacing
unlocking
system.
an achievement. Jason.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
it is. That's what that is.
I'll keep that in mind then for the derby later.
Man, we need some graphics for unlocking achievements. I'm going to write that in my wish list of things that I will never remember to actually follow up on.
Maybe you shouldn't be drinking 40-cent White Claws before you log on, Eric. Jeez.
Yeah.
Or
say
for
lo-
breakfast.
When you say log on, do you mean get to...
Wake up in the morning?
Yeah, exactly.
With some Moosh Lawn morning in your cup.
That's right. You got to get some moosh long morning.
Yeah.
That's right.
Wake up and choose violence with
Eat.
Moosh Lawn morning.
Deep
Punch
throat
Irish.
that moosh law.
Yes.
That's right.
Punch a fake Irishman after a few sips of Moosh Lawn morning.
Those are called people from Boston. Thank you very much.
Gargle that moosh long all day long.
Is Moosh Long available in decaf?
No.
Moosh
No,
long
yes.
morning? No.
So, no,
absolutely
not Moosh Lawn morning, but Moosh Lawn Barber's Delight is. When,
Moosh Long Morning absolutely needs the caffeine just because it's a knockoff of Four Loko, except
Yes,
they
that's
replaced the booze with like just straight up E85, and they replaced the juice also with E85.
yes.
I have a story that can tie this together.
Arbor
believe
is
it or
not a delight.
Go ahead, please.
David Bryan, by the way, earlier on in the chat asked if I was in a band because in videos my guitars are in, whatever. Yes, I was in a band in my late teens and early 20s. And we had all just turned 21, and at that time, like, Four Loko was huge. But Budweiser got in on the party, and nobody remembers that they made this thing called B to the E, which was Budweiser energy drink.
Oh,
Wow.
ew. That sounds awful.
It was, achievement unlocked.
Nice. Thank
Bring
you.
unlocked.
So basically it was like Budweiser, but somebody had dumped like 2 ounces of Red Bull into it. It was
Oh, yeah.
horrendous.
Terrible.
But we played a show and we had a ton of time to kill because we got to where the venue early and we sound checked. And we were like, all right, well, let's walk around. And we walked to the liquor store and we see B to the E. And, being 21, you're like, well, obviously we're going to play a show. We need to ratchet up the intensity.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Oh my
let's
gosh.
do this. And so we slammed B to the E before we went on stage, and then we felt like somebody was attempting to murder us for like the next 40 minutes.
Did you play some Slayer after that?
Yeah.
Do you guys remember Sparks?
Yeah, it was around the same time as Sparks, yeah. But it wasn't quite as... Sparks tasted like sweet tarts.
Yeah.
Yes.
This
Yeah, I
was
liked
like... It was bad.
all of
It
this
was
sounds
really
bad.
bad. So then obviously every time we played a show for like... Until it got banned, we were drinking B to the E before
Oh
shows.
my.
Became a
Oh,
ritual.
man.
You know what would go great with B to the E? Budweiser apparently has some microwave foods in the freezer aisle now, like barbecue sliders and
What?
barbecue. Budweiser
Every
beer.
word of that sentence
No.
was more surprising than the previous word of that sentence.
Oh, well, let me surprise you even harder, Randy. I saw this at my Kroger, and they're charging like $8.30 for 2 sliders. Oh shit!
That sounds
Ooh.
terrible. Oh,
You know, you can
Surprise.
just... Oh, I think
Mustang
that was
there was
Hesser
good.
on Hesser, by the way. I'm
Oh,
not
the other
sure about
Hesser's
that.
here.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, Hesser on me.
Yep, that was the Hesser's tangling. They're just getting warmed up for
Oh, what's that? He
roller
has,
derby.
what's that he has written up there? Is that a hit list?
Yeah, let's get Ryan. Can you throw us a close up of Kevin Hesser's car there?
is it a shopping list that just says dog?
I've been known to hit people tonight. I am encouraged to do it. I wonder who.
Linking
flies.
verbs are hard.
This is the. I feel like that's got to be a quote from somebody. Super Smash Brothers, excellent, by the way.
No, that's a team name.
Yeah, and then they're both on the hood of the car.
Super
But even-
Smash Brothers.
Even if the door panel is not a direct quote from something that I don't know. Oh, he's got the
there
hit
it
list
is.
on the other
Yes.
side. There it is.
Yes.
Am I on it?
No.
I think you would fall under TBD with what I assume are question marks because that running board kind of cuts it off.
Oh, only with the top half there, it looked like a serial number. Like, damn, we're gonna see some of this Hesser on Roomba violence I've been hearing about.
Oh, speaking of, there he goes. He's spinning.
He's spinning.
So I do hate to back the conversation up ever so slightly to the whole OOF network thing,
Go
but
ahead.
I just had to write down a theme so I don't forget it. It's a shame that we can't do it for Pitt, but on a piece of paper I have Alton and the Brown Notes.
Oh,
My gosh, why didn't we think of that?
yeah, where were you, Randy? We could have used that.
That's
We-
pen
we-
dark up my nose, just in case anybody's wondering.
That is beautiful. That is
Yes.
beautiful.
Oh my god.
Well done.
That's great. Thank you.
Well, somewhere we were telling the story of the Volkswagen 411. You eventually got a motor in it.
Oh yeah, another motor upgrade.
And
Oh, yeah.
attempted to run a rally that shall not be discussed, I suppose. It just didn't go very well.
Well,
No.
it could be.
It went fine. It's just the car died, you know?
Yeah.
I started heading towards, I was like, you know what, it'd be really funny if... So, my partner for the rally ended up having to work super late, which, oh god, foreshadowing. Foreshadowing to my current problem, I can't get off work for NOLA, so I had to withdraw from NOLA. Because, booking flights around work times instead of cheap times is like $400 more expensive, and not fun.
Mm-mm.
Couldn't have done practice in someone else's car. I was just like, no, I'm no. So, that sucks.
What's this
and I've
practice
been.
thing you speak of?
Good question.
I think we're watching it, except the virtual version.
Yeah, it's what Alan Iverson just doesn't do.
Yeah, it's what people who are good at things don't need to do, but I'm not good at things, and I don't want to mess things up. So anyway, I figured, well, I'm just gonna fix the car after I got done moping, which, all right, fine. I was like, well, what if I just fix the car and head that direction, meet up with a group, and then, maybe there will probably be somebody there who knows old crappy Volkswagens, blah, blah, whatever. And so, I just start heading that direction finally on like the second day of the rally. Because it would like go part of the way. It's like, oh, well, it sounds like this is going it sounds like this is still broken. It ended up being more of a shakedown run. Anyway, it has like a weird... What was the problem it was having?
Well, it was
just slow as balls.
It was after the engine swap, because that was the other thing.
Well, yeah, it was right after the engine swap, which was dumb. Maybe don't rush to swap an engine.
Right.
And then...
Try and drive 1,200 miles in 3 days. Yeah, it's not a great
And then,
move.
Forget that... So it started having real slow, stupid transmission problems, and it was just running so hot. So finally, I noticed that it's got this like wobble or wiggle or squeak or something. There was something that made me think that the wheel bearing was going. Well, no, it wasn't the wheel bearing. It was slow as balls.
Yeah.
And just generally slow as balls. I forget the exact problem it was having.
I think
Anyway,
one of the brakes was dragging. Was that it?
yeah, one of the brakes was dragging.
They'll do it, yes. When there's 9 horsepower to begin with, a dragging brake is almost a terminal problem.
Just the sadness and the delivery of this story. It sounds like a Vinwiki storyteller on laudanum.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I ended
Well,
up
the best
having
part
it
is there's a
towed.
redemption arc, but we're getting there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I limped it up to this truck stop along the interstate that goes out towards Big Bend. It's I-10, I think.
Yeah, that'd be it. I-10.
Yeah. And was like, well, somebody could help me in the morning with this. Surely, if I just like limp it to, or if I just like, what if I just use my like State Farm roadside coverage to tow it to Alpine?
And that she did, yes.
And so I get there at like 6 a.m. finally, because the guy is just farting around, almost as bad as the Volkswagen would have done. Except that he actually made it there. So I leave Alpine in the morning and, look at the wheel bearing. We had forgotten, this is how dumb and sleepy and stupid when we were trying to like throw this car together. We had like forgotten a seal on the wheel bearing, and we thought that might be the issue of why it's like wobbly and stupid and slow.
Yeah, this is kind of where I come in this story too.
Yeah.
Because
so I somehow convinced Jason to be the chase car.
Yeah, the car I was running was too nice for the rally. I wanted to run the hearse again, but it's been exploded for a couple of years now. The person who owns the land the hearse is sitting on, it's been there so long they built a fence around it.
The hearse, by the way, is this the
Walking Dead hearse? Yeah.
Yes, it was in an episode of The Walking Dead. Super cool.
Multiple, but yeah. But
some good pinball action there on the track, by the way.
Yeah,
That is beautiful.
I had to teach Nate a lesson after hitting me twice in a row.
Oh yeah.
Are we about to see some good yeets?
Oh yeah.
Probably.
About a minute.
Oh, Jeddah tried to mount me.
About a minute to go. Oh boy.
That was Nate again. Yep.
Yeah, he's the only Jeddah out here.
I love that the cones just get cleaned out, by the way, every time anybody corners here.
those workers, they need a pay raise badly.
Yeah, that's the autocross super volunteer there.
Golly.
It's when Grandpa lines up from grid in his Buick Park Avenue.
Nate is driving with just a mouse, by the way, so that's fun.
Oh.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Perfect track
Only a
port.
mouse. Only a mouse. So throttle and steering and brakes. That's rough.
I keep wondering if there's a way. So whenever you program in a bot, like I didn't grow up with video games. I never got into it later, really. Like people bring me out as comedic relief at parties if there's a driving sim, because I just don't have any feel for it. I have no idea what I'm doing. Whenever you program me in as a bot, the bots drive too well. Like, you need crappier bots if you're going to call them straighter.
They can definitely be set. I mean, everybody's complaints about last year's Summit Point race kind of sums it up, but they can be made stupider.
Yes. Exponentially stupider.
I
Or
recall-
find a way for me to play on a Mac work laptop, which would be hilarious, but I think it would crash my work laptop and I'd get in trouble. But
That'd be great. Cameron, by the way, on pole. Well done,
Ooh,
That's
there we go.
Thank you.
woo!
Gonna enjoy that for all 5 seconds or 3
pretty
or
much.
how? Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
That Camaro in your rearview mirror is just
here we
sitting
go.
there like menacingly.
I know.
Eating.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the Jetta too.
Dang Camaro.
And they're off. Maybe.
Eventually.
There we go. There
There
we
it
go.
is.
And the crowd
Yeah.
goes wild.
Well,
Yeah.
5 of them are off. Ron Harrington, not in a big hurry, and Nate hit a wall already, so that's a good start. I think we got one dead and one not started.
Mm-hmm.
And Lady A there in the middle of the Hesser sandwich.
That's right.
That's right. No pedal, no wheel mafia for life.
All
One of
right.
these days, we need to have a no pedal, no wheel, no monitor race.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, I might be
You
able
know,
to
for
do that.
science.
so driving by Braille.
yeah.
Precisely.
I think we would need someone acting like the captain of the ship, just yelling out orders.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a rally co-driver, except
helmsman.
worse.
Yeah. but on the delay of the broadcast, they have to go by
Yeah.
the broadcast, which
I
is on
did
like a
that
3.5
one
second.
once, and it was
yeah.
fantastic.
Oh, I got one. Chat drives your car.
Hmm.
Oh,
It was-
yeah.
So I
Driving
looked
by
into this
committee.
because Twitch plays iRacing would be fantastic.
Oh yes, I know.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
Do it.
All right.
All right.
let's
So
go.
15-minute race, by the way. I think this one is, and then we should be into the roller derby.
That's right.
One,
All
two.
right.
I'm hyped for that. I've already got my wheel set and everything.
We've got a full field for it. We have 10 full teams, so 20
Uh-huh.
cars. Should be pretty great.
Amazing.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
Nice.
must play on a screen less than 7-inch. That is a fantastic
Oh,
idea, Mike.
Well, I mean, above that in chat, I see if we do a no monitor race, could someone use a VR as like a VR headset as a loophole? I'm going to go ahead and say yes, asterisk. If you use a
Asterisk?
VR headset, it has to be placed where your monitor usually is.
Oh, love it.
That's beautiful.
I love the
My
sound.
God, I wish my brain did useful shit.
I mean, into my life. This is I mean, there's a part of me that thinks I could be, like a CIA, analyst of, whatever. But instead, I do crappy cars for a living. I don't know. Whatever. This is fine.
My brain is full of puffalum, so whatever.
Yeah. Baseball cards was my growing up. So if you want to know anything about the 1990 Oakland A's, go ahead and ask. I know way too much about that kind of useless crap.
I
Did any of
totally
them
got
have
the smell
buffaloes?
of baseball cards as soon as you said that. Like,
Oh yeah,
hit me.
the stale,
Oh, with the
stale
bubble gum.
gum. Yeah,
yeah, it totally
Powdered
hit me.
sugar on it.
yeah, the
It's
gum
insane.
that you could
Love
throw
that.
through a window. Yeah, man.
I'm picturing Eric saying that he wants to be a CIA agent, and my brain just immediately goes, why would he want to be a bird?
Bird, bird, bird. The bird is the word.
Jealous of rally chicken.
That's right. Word is the word.
Woo!
Is woo. All right, we are. Looks like the Hessers have pretty much checked out. We might have to throw them a black flag in
Yeah,
5 or
it's-
6
Oh
minutes.
yeah, I can
We'll see.
gain curse from them.
It's been a while since we doled out a "you're too good" penalty.
Yeah. It's been a while since we've cared enough to even
Yeah,
be
that's
paying
true,
attention. That's the beauty part of this is, we don't care that much about who wins. We're here for everybody to have a good time. Requiring a CRT from a Buick Reatta. Whoever you are, Micah, who's watching from Europe and knows what a Buick Reatta is, I am sorry what the internet has done to you. Because
I didn't realize that's how that was pronounced. Rayada.
We found the tiniest slice of a Venn diagram right here.
I've been saying
Oh my
Riata
gosh.
forever.
Well, you got a Riata.
Yeah, you have to.
But I heard Ray, so I was like, oh, okay.
I just filmed a Lemons car spotting episode with Nick Pond today, and there was one of the spots that we talked about was a 2000 Chevy Impala in Finland. And the amount of
Spoilers.
trying to figure out not just how that car ended up there, but how somebody arrived at the conclusion that they should purchase it. I think I might have broken my brain thinking about that.
Maybe it was like a military move.
It must have been, yeah. Oh, okay, I see. He plays drinking games on Discord with Europeans. All right, that makes... I'm less concerned about your mental well-being, Micah, so...
Well, didn't you say it was like 11 a.m.? You were drunk at 11 a.m.?
That
Which
makes
means-
sense. It'd be late at night for his European
Right.
friends.
Yeah.
Are you in Australia?
You die.
What direction does your toilet flush, mate?
Oh, man, I watched that episode again of The Simpsons. That is an all-timer. That is one of the greatest Simpsons episodes of all time.
I've never seen the full episode,
Oh, it's
but
so
also, I just think toilets are funny. So
good. Right.
now you have to send footage of your toilet, or preferably not full. Please don't send us full toilet.
Yeah.
Empty toilet. Empty toilet. Must
toilet.
be empty toilet. And clean.
And clean, yeah.
Yes.
Clean.
Oh, I got punted by somebody.
Oh,
Yep.
I don't think
Caden Brock, by the way, watching from New Zealand and talking about all the unique cars. Man, New Zealand is a weird part
Chevrolet Alero.
of, yeah. It was probably an old Zalero that was rebadged in Europe because it was sold in some places.
When it comes to the Chevrolet Alero, there's a lot to unpack, but we should probably just throw the suitcase away.
Yeah, there's nothing good to be drawn from that conversation other than holy crap, how did I get there? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one, like, and I like weird European versions of terrible cars.
Oh yeah,
A
yeah.
weird, terrible obviously terrible European cars. What? Oh.
Chrysler famously sold all kinds of, like, they sold everything in Europe. You could buy a Dodge Stratus in, Amsterdam if you really, really wanted one for some godforsaken reason.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
don't remember who I was talking to about it. It was Richard Greenwell, who was Lemon's, Stafford Kim Harmon's boyfriend, talking about how, like, people in England got super excited that God, what car was it? It was some terrible Chrysler product from the 2000s, and they're like, "Man, look at that thing! It was a Dodge Caliber. It was a Dodge Caliber."
Oh my gosh, why?
And they were like, "Man, look at that thing! That looks American. That looks
That
like an
thing's as good
American
as
car."
golden.
Yeah. And then they, like, somebody drove it, and they're like, "Oh my God, everything's wrong with this. Something's horrible."
It's very. It was prescient for its time. It was like American 2022 of cars.
Yeah. Brian Davidson pointing out that the Gaz Cyber is a Dodge. I think it's actually a Sebring. I think that's a Chrysler Sebring that they sold in Russia.
Yeah.
As the Gaz Cyber.
I like the
Yeah.
cyber.
Yeah, Volga Cyber. Yeah.
Yep.
Louis Pagan there.
Yep.
Good call out there.
I actually know of one of my friends works for the Dodge and Ram importer now for Central Europe. It's really interesting because they can bring pretty much anything over pretty easily, except it's got to pass the one test that they like. The extra one is like a pedestrian safety test. But as long as like you have like that one RAM that fits, it's pretty easy to bring over, you know, all of the variants that you would want. I envy their import process and need to finish writing about that because read my stuff on the drive. Hey,
Yeah, Victoria's with y'all now too.
That's a good opportunity. Yes, Steph, where can we find your work besides the drive? Where can we find your Twitter? Elucidate on these things for us.
So I do social media for the drive and car Bibles. Most of what I'm writing ends up on the drive nowadays, just because I have a full-time job and it's nice and it lets me do things like go nearly 4,000 miles in a Volkswagen of questionable quality.
Right.
That's pretty much it. Twitter and Instagram as Steph the Pef, both with F, so STEFTHEPEF.
Awesome. Good to know. That's always good stuff. And as long as we're here with 5 minutes left in this race, I'm going to plug the next few things happening in Lemons. We have 3 upcoming 24 Hours of Lemons races in March and April. Next weekend, March 26th and 27th, which I guess is the weekend after this one, is the Can't Get By You at Nola Motorsports Park in New Orleans. It's a great race. It's a weird place, but the race kind of comes out okay. There's always interesting things there. It's the biggest one. We've got 74 cars signed up, which is the most we've ever had there. So that's pretty sweet. After that is the pit maneuver at Pittsburgh International Race Complex on April 9th and 10th. That also looks like it's going to be a very large race and full of very interesting and fun things, not least of which is whatever it is that Randy Bish has planned. I've seen some previews and heard some stuff. It might get us all killed. We'll see.
Oh no.
And I'm going to leave it at that.
Good.
April 23rd and 24th is the Yokohama Tire Lemons Block Party at Carolina Motorsports Park, which is one of the can't miss events. So good. We'll do BS inspection in downtown Camden. It is spectacular. They let us raid their quiet, nice, historic downtown of the South Carolina town with all of our heaps. We do BS inspection there. People are drinking on the main street. It's fantastic. And then the same weekend, if you're out in the Rocky Mountain region, we have the Rocky Mountain Breakdown Lemons Rally, which is 4 days, leaving out of Denver, going to Santa Fe, Flagstaff, Moab, and then back to Denver.
And eating lots of Rocky Mountain oysters.
All of them.
All the bull balls in your mouth.
That's
mandatory.
Right. Yep,
These
100%.
nuts.
And then, of course, this is Lemons iRacing, so you're watching this streaming on Twitch or Facebook or YouTube. We stream across all those, maybe even Twitter. Our next one of these is April 16th. If I was better at my job, I would know what the actual format is. It doesn't really matter, as you can tell from watching me talk about anything but what's happening on the track.
Yeah.
So make sure you get yourself in if you want to participate. ISuckAtRacing.com is how you can get yourself in there. Make sure you read through it and file your application with us, and we'll get you in. It is not an involved process. Just don't be a moron. And the Hesser brothers have taken each other out.
That's beautiful.
Okay. It looks like Ron Harrington.
Beautiful.
I think it looks like Ron Harrington's currently in third, according to the.
So that means he'll be first, and I can get second, and there we go.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Have we decided on a real winner for this race yet?
Steph, pick a number 1 through 6.
69.
No, we don't have that many cars.
No.
1 through 6.
4. So that's our real winner.
Oh,
and
hey, that's
Cameron
me.
at the moment. How about that?
All right. Well, I got to hold on the 4 then. And that's what I'm going to say. Next month, I know the main event is Gladiator doubleheader at Laguna Seca.
Oh, baby.
That's the classic right there. That is how we started all of the trash racing. It is with the Gladiator, which is no rules whatsoever, no damage. Anything goes pretty much. And then I believe it's trucks and the Camaro.
That's
which
right.
is the street stock.
Pro 2 lights.
Heck yeah.
So good. And then, yeah, that's it. It's doubleheader at Laguna Seca. And then we have a support event, which is Banger Cross at Sonoma. Cars to be determined.
Yeah.
But usually it is something horribly
Ooh, I just
inappropriate
killed
for...
a
F's in chat for Cameron there.
Who keeps booping the real winner? Why
Well,
would you do that?
I
Why
booped
would-
Tesser, so. Oh,
Well,
Yeah. But look,
okay.
that's Christine's damage model on, so everybody's fine, I guess.
yeah, everyone, we're okay.
Well, it's a Miata. Destroy it.
Somebody asked, by the way, if there's a prize for winning this. No. Is
No,
the
there's not.
Short and curt answer. Everybody's in here to have fun,
Yeah.
to socialize with people, and to kind
Yeah.
of get their toe into the Lemons pool of... Let's call it the Lemons cesspool, actually.
The cesspool,
Probably
that's right.
the correct way to go about
That
it.
is perfect.
Made with Moosh Long Morning, you gotta wake up and
That's
choose
right.
violence.
Wake up and choose violence.
Moosh Long Morning.
The
I
lemon
do that
cesspool is just a
without-
puddle.
That's
Yeah.
pretty much, yeah. I mean,
I-
Christ, you'd just be glad I didn't say Lemon's gene pool.
Oh,
Uh,
that's what comes out of a moosh long. I'm sorry.
The brand synergy is off the charts.
That's right.
oh, who boinged me just now?
Oh.
Dong.
Is Ron Harrington about to steal the win on the last lap, by the way? What is happening?
Coming for it.
What?
I think the Hessers took each other out
No.
again, and Ron is going to be the spoils, or take the spoils of victory
gonna be
for
the
the
only
not
One more
real
lap
winner.
to go.
He's got a comfy lead there, so that's 7
He looks
almost
comfy.
seconds.
He
Look at
looks
all that
almost
comfort.
nervous, but
Yep.
not really. Yeah.
Ron looks like a guy who's really, really fucking excited about a bowl of chili that's about to come to his table.
Yum! Made with Moosh Long Morning.
He's got the happiness in his eyes, but like the
Oh,
kind
there
of
he goes.
trepidation in his face thing. Like it's actually a work of art.
He just lapped a Hester.
Artisanal gas
Hi.
station
Oh.
coffee lager, blah blah blah.
Checkered flag. Ron takes
There it
home.
is.
He knocked
Oh,
him out.
yeah.
Damn, Ron.
Yeah.
And Eric Hesser
Fourth.
himself puts him
See,
in fourth.
Hey, Luis, this is why we call it the former House of Drift in the U.S. is because
That's
the
right.
drift has ended into this wall.
Oh man. Well
Actually,
done,
no.
Eric,
Alright,
for
no, no.
accidentally ending up as we end in the crash fest that takes us out usually at the end of these.
Beautiful.
And the beautiful thing about Nate in the Jetta is that he knows to never lift, as you should never
Always
do.
separate.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So we will
All right.
head to Sonoma Raceway for our
That's
doubleheader of the
Mm.
roller derby.
All right.
Coming up.
It is time for me to fire up iRacing, although I will still be here in the booth for the first round, though.
Excellent.
Yeeting simulations.
I will be right back.
Oh, yeah.
I will be back too, and maybe we can drag my fellow co-driver up here.
Well, let's go ahead and do a quick round of crap, not crap with Steph because this one is tailored completely to her. So,
Oh, okay.
so I don't know if you know the rules of crap, not crap, but they're this, and for our viewers and listeners as well,
Oh.
you may only say crap or not crap to the prompt. You can't explain it. You just have to say that the thing is crap or it isn't crap. You can't explain.
I have takes.
All right. So the
Underexplained takes.
Yep. The subject this week is one I know is near and dear to your heart, and it is cheeses.
Ooh. Yes.
All right. So, crap or not crap. Let's start with the one you find most often: American cheese, Steph.
Crap.
Crap. All right. Cheddar.
Not crap.
Not crap. Swiss.
Not crap.
Brie.
Not crap.
All right. I feel like you're gonna have a lot of not craps. I know you're a big cheese fan.
Maybe. Even then, I do feel like there's a time and a place for American cheese, but underexplained answer. Sorry. Go on.
Well, the beauty part of crap, not
Yeah.
crap is you always feel like it's human nature, right? You always have to
Yeah.
explain yourself.
I always have to explain myself.
Yep.
It's just not. It's a cheese product. It doesn't count.
Right. Feta.
Not crap.
Okay. Gruyere.
Not crap.
Provel. Have you ever subjected yourself to
Mm.
Provel?
Emo's
I have
Pizza.
not.
Provel.
I have heard of it.
Yeah, Ryan, Provel. I
Yes, sir.
mispronounced it. Crap or not crap?
Not crap. If it's on
Not
Emo's. If
crap.
it's on Emo's. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Emo's Pizza.
by way of explaining, Provel
it's like
is
provolone and something, isn't it?
it's
creamy.
like American cheese. It's kind of creamy. They put on pizza in St. Louis. That is the whole thing. It is St. Louis style pizza. Is Provel.
Yeah, I've heard that. I just can't remember what cheeses are in it.
Yeah, it's mostly plastic as far as I've been
Crap.
able to tell.
Same disclaimer as American, then. I have to crap by default.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Burnt Rubber Media, thank you for subscribing. Always good to see new people getting involved here and following us, and we'll see how long you last as we talk about cheese instead of racing.
Yes, cheese.
Blue cheese,
Not crap.
Gorgonzola, one of my favorites.
Not crap.
Cottage cheese,
Ooh. Crap.
crap. All right. Havarti,
Not crap.
goat cheese.
Definitely not crap.
All right, and one more, the grand pizza cheese of them all, mozzarella.
Not crap.
All right, so you were a big cheese fan, as it turns out. I probably could have picked a better topic, but here we are. So,
No,
and
I expected you to whip out like a Casa Maz or Marzu, the maggot cheese,
oh yeah. Oof.
which I would have to do the same thing as Provel. Is like I can only guess. I will
Yeah.
try the maggot cheese. Like I will try Provel, but I have not and cannot give you a conclusive answer as to. And being in all fairness to the cheese,
Well, it's all about being fair to cheese, isn't
it's
it?
all about being fair to cheese.
All right, we are about 20 minutes left in warm up here, so we'll try and get a good look
Richard
at the cars.
Cheese is not
Richard Cheese. I love Richard Cheese. Yeah,
Did I miss the crap not crap game?
you did miss the crap not crap game. But,
Oh man.
Richard Cheese is not a cheese, unfortunately. Not a cheese.
what is the really good Richard Cheese song? Lady Aubernon,
I
subscribe.
think every
All
Richard
right.
Cheese song is a really good Richard Cheese song.
It's a Dead Kennedys
He's a
cover,
delight.
and I can't put it together in my mind which one it is, but it's really good.
As a cheese, however, I don't want to eat him.
Yeah, no. I
Crap.
wouldn't.
Crap is a cheese.
Andrew Pullman, by the way, look, he's got the Catalina wine mixer livery, looking good.
Ooh,
It's no joke. This is Catalina wine mixer.
Mmm.
He's there's got to be boats and hose on there somewhere.
Boats and hoes, an uptown girl.
Uptown girl.
Billy cover.
Joe cover
Billy
band.
Yeah, all right.
Only at Edmonds, Birmingham.
Well done, Andrew Pullman. John Samuel, what is his livery? I've got some notes here that I haven't actually read through. Oh, the Aeon 2, yeah. RIP, biggest airplane in the world. John and Tyler Stank, Tyler's pilot, obviously very reverent of the late largest airplane in the world that was destroyed in Ukraine recently. So,
Yeah.
F's in chat for the AN 225, which I've narrowly missed seeing in Chicago once.
Dang it. Aw.
Yeah, I'm a huge airplane dork, so
It's
pretty
the
disappointed in that.
Baron's friend.
Yeah, it is the Buron's friend. Thank you. That is a
right.
deep pull.
We
Well done.
please avenge.
Yes.
Well, more importantly, many dead people who shouldn't be. But also the Baron friend.
Yeah.
That's right. Victoria has the the only scale model of it.
I don't think the only, but she definitely sniped NASA on that auction. Or on that listing. I don't know if it was an auction or I think it was just a Craigslist post or something like that. It's an ad.
I'm thinking about those
Victoria
beans.
Scott. Oh yeah, beans.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
always a classic. The beans livery.
In some parallel universe, the Buran is just hiding in the Siberian forest, like it's like Rambo. So we're about to see this parallel universe Rambo 2, where the Buran comes out to fight for revenge or whatever Rambo 2 is about. I want to be part of that universe.
Me too. I feel like it would kick some ass pretty quickly.
By the way, just briefly saw Derek Gilray on there. He entered the Lemons iRacing League like, I don't know, 24 hours ago. Jumped in, found a partner,
Hell yeah.
made a livery within the last couple hours. That's really
beautiful.
impressive. Yeah, it's so good. So he's teamed with Aaron Smith II.
Cheppy Cot Dang Silverado.
That's right.
Yes.
Cot Dang.
So these are two car pairs with the Silverado and the Saturn. I'm sorry, it's the Pontiac Solstice, not the Sky.
I wish it was the Sky. That's the better looking of the two.
Yeah. So what you'll have is your jammers in the Silverado trying to mess up the Solstice, trying to get through, as the Silverado has, like, I don't know, 800 pounds and a whole lot more kinetic energy. So should be an interesting mix of cars being blocked and jammed and dumped in the
Here I am.
20-minute
Rock
race.
you
And I
like
just
a
caught him.
hurricane.
Yeah, there's Jason.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at all of that donkey sauce.
Yep.
Yeah, just
That is
preparation aged his ass.
There is so just going quickly down, Cameron with Terry Radford in the Rowdy Energy flavors.
And our favorite college teams too.
There you go.
March
we
Rowdies, that's
go.
what we are, Team March Rowdies. I'm
Yeah,
repping
go
my
Vols.
Virginia Tech Hokies, and Terry is repping his Tennessee Volunteers. I painted both of our cars a couple weeks back.
Very
He's
nice.
decked out. Yeah. You
Very
guys all
nice.
yeah, looking good.
Matching stuff in the background too.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Very nice.
Oh, he's even got
Terry.
the Yeti cup. Well done. Very nice.
Hi Terry, how you doing? I'm in the broadcast booth right now.
Ooh, echoes.
Uh-oh.
But not Pink Floyd. Also, we got Jason Grafton and John Hunt. Obviously,
Yes.
Granny, who's in the booth with us, and the OOF Network livery.
John
And
Hunt is.
Kevin
John Hunt is
Hesser.
actually, John Hunt is actually a friend of mine from Meat Space, who I kind of sucked into here.
Oh, yep. And,
And,
there I am.
Yeah.
Rock
Beautiful.
you like a hurricane.
Why make sure ferry runs. So this is a good story, by the way. In the Southern Fried Heaps rally, my one contribution to the entire rally was this one ferry that was like super podunk in the middle of Alabama, and it was like a cable ferry and looked super sketchy. And as far as I knew, it was operable. And it turns out like they stopped running it 2 years ago because an Army helicopter from the nearby base had wiped out the wire and they couldn't fix it. If you can Google that, it was not a pretty sight with the helicopter crash. But when people showed up for this rally, the ferry was pulled up onto the bank of the river and was clearly not operable. And it was like the one thing I had to do for this rally, and I completely messed it up and pissed off a whole bunch of people. So.
Yeah, so we tried to go, well, we did go down to the river. I actually got in the river on our, my big thing, I've been bugging Jeff and company to bring back rally mascots, because previously we would have to have the mascot in the picture, and it would be, take your mascot around to all these checkpoints, and it was really funny seeing people like, moon things with rubber duckies and stuff. So I decided I'm gonna take around this giant sausage. My friend had picked up a Weisswurst in the Munich airport, and I borrowed this inflatable Weisswurst pool toy because it fit our theme. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm prepared. I am prepared for this ferry outage. And we get down there, and it is such sloppy, silty crap that I thought I was gonna die from falling into either falling onto my butt and like breaking myself irreparably, or like
Getting stuck like a gazelle on a nature documentary.
yeah, like or just finding the quicksand. So I still have in the frunk of the Volkswagen the muddy shoes that I took off. I noticed they were still in there when I got gas today. I was like, oh, gross. Cool. Well, yeah, I don't care. I've had those shoes since 8th or 9th grade too. Like I whipped out the early 2000s. Just went full Guy Fieri glory years for this event. But yeah, there were definitely like some carcasses of dead animals too, just like hanging out, just down to the bones on the way to the river. They were delicious.
Now you have the
so
ferry
our
story.
vehicles have motifs too. So for Terry, I got the Macho Man for him. And for myself, I got the Lilybell's Lily, I should say. Lilybell's Lily. Lilybell's my primary sponsor. Oh yeah. Lilybell Air, my primary sponsor. And also we have our conference logos. And go get him, Terry! Smash him up! Make sure he uses all that preparation H.
Take him to dinner first.
Takes him to Flavor Town.
Whoa! Who went soaring over my head? Someone went soaring over my head just now.
That was kind of incredible.
Oh, whoa.
Oh yeah.
I believe that's
the hill
what.
today.
That might be Aaron Smith there going way overhead. It's hard
Anthony
to tell.
Ortables.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's
I'm
a
gonna
good
try
beat.
that.
That is, I don't know how the hell he got there. I mean, Sonoma's got hills you can go up, but yeah.
I'm gonna try that.
So
Here it comes.
he checks out of the carousel and just,
Yeah.
oh, that's
Yeet.
incredible.
I'm gonna fix my radio so I
Yeah.
can hear
I tried.
Terry.
F's in chat for everybody in the stands on the far side of the race.
Yeah, they're all dead now.
We just witnessed a replay of Mercedes 1955.
I
Oh
like that
gosh.
Aaron's practicing the. We're gonna have to keep an eye on this because he's gonna figure out how to clobber somebody going up the hill behind his teammate Derek. I think that's what we're about to see in the race. This is what practicing should be for. That's exactly right. Yeah. Ellen Iverson should have taken a lesson from A.A. Ron Smith here. Sorry. Just wanted to run down the rest of the teams real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
David
Oh,
Bryan
fart.
and Andrew Pullman in the Catalina wine mixer cars. We saw them. Yep. EJ Bird and Carl Edward. Oh yeah, the Preparation H. That's Aaron Lineman and Ron Harrington in Preparation H bombs there. Just getting people off their ass, I guess.
Yeah.
EJ Bird
here
and
for the-
Carl Edward in the all chrome. That should be the Bear Pope guys. Both of them.
Future.
Future.
Everything is chrome in the future.
We're the year 3000.
That's right. Anthony Ortballs, great name by the way, and Ben Fields in the rich Mulgorian leather cars.
Nice.
Looks like they might be beans instead. Totally okay with that change. It's a good one. Nate Schleveen. Yeah, I'm still thinking about those beans. Nate Schleveen and Mark Couturier in the original Beans livery as well. So we got two different bean teams out here competing.
The winner of this Team on Team Deathmatch has to drink beans out of a shoe.
I think that's
I'm here.
correct. Oh yeah, everybody's. Oh
Yeah.
right there.
There we go.
Go
That's
get
a
it, Terry.
culinary delight.
Go get him,
Do a
Terry.
barrel
Smash his
roll.
balls up.
That's
He's
really-
doing all the barrel rolls. We're going down Niagara Falls in that barrel.
That is beautiful.
And Terry Radford wanted a piece of him at the end of that. And we talked about Ron Harrington, Aaron Lineman, the Preparation Bobs. You got Brian Scribner and Richard Kelly in the Smokey and the Bandit, or actually Bandit and Snowman liveries. There's the Snowman, I think, and then
Alright.
Bandit's got the fire
I barely
chicken
hear
on the
Terry.
front. And Tyler Stank and John Samuel, the AN225 livery. And then we saw Aaron Smith and Derek Gilray in the Pro Laps entry, which I assume is some kind of driver coaching thing. I don't know what else it would be.
I think that reminds me, I think it might be a fake sponsor from Grand Theft Auto. Like it's a brand of sporting equipment.
Oh yeah, Pro Laps. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So good. All
Sorry,
right.
I can hardly hear you, by the way.
So 2 different Bean teams, and we got the Hesser brothers. I don't know what their actual livery. I missed that. Can we see that again real quick, Ryan?
Please be more beans.
Theirs is just usually, so the Bash Brothers. Perfect. Oh, man. Have you seen the Bash Brothers thing? It's pretty great. Maybe you have to be a 1990s Oakland A's fan to bring that shit back to catch that. But there you go. Hesser Toyota, by the way, is where they work in Janesville, Wisconsin. So.
That is excellent.
All this Hesser talk has given me an idea.
Yeah.
So, possible Gingerman-specific penalty.
By the way, Aaron Smith flying through shot there again. I appreciate his efforts in attempting all of the flying bits. That's really good. The 360 before launching over the fence. Like, I don't know if there should be an Olympic sport of this, but if there is, he's at the top of the game.
Yeah, he's on more roids than the Russians. Like, holy crap. That is perfectly executed. 10 out of 10.
Does iRacing model ranged damage?
Good question.
Good question. Yeah.
Excellent. Bro laps.
Well, we Jesus Christ.
I love it.
Yeah. All right. So those are our 10 teams we've gone through. I will remember none of that. It's on a sheet of paper in front of me. But there we have it.
There we have it.
And we'll do a Mad Libs after this race. But since we're here, we've got 20 cars. We have 10 teams. So Steph, pick a number 1 through 10 so we can get our winner picked way ahead of time here.
2.
Runner up.
Number 2. Number 2.
Number 2.
Runner up is
That's
the
a
actual
poop
winner
joke.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
We know.
It's a poop joke. Poop joke, Eric. Poop joke.
Well, it's a poop joke, and we have Preparation H and 2 Bean teams. So I mean,
exactly.
This is exactly what I would have expected from this setup. Yeah.
So many good yeets already. Like, this deserves some style points. This man would win a drifting competition. It's beautiful. Look at that double spin. Beautiful.
I love it.
Beautiful.
I love that the practice is clearly all focused towards how they're gonna jam correctly. There's a strategy involved. Oh, well, look at this. I have a trivia question out there for everybody.
Oh.
From the trivia game that I was given from 1985. So what type of car did President-elect Herbert Hoover ride to the Capitol in for his inauguration?
Herbert Hoover.
I imagine it's something steam-powered.
Close to the right era. Little later.
Model T?
A little later. It wasn't.
It was a contemporary of the Model T, but not a Model T.
It's not like a Victoria, is it?
It is not.
It is not. That was a different. No, that was the first motorcade.
Packard is a great guess, but it is not correct.
Duesenberg?
No, also a good guess.
Studebaker.
Oldsmobile.
Is it too early for Auburn?
It's not too early. These are all good guesses, but none of them are correct.
Well, it's not an Oldsmobile, so it sucks.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
That is true.
Yeah.
The correct answer is Pierce Arrow.
Ah.
Oh.
Damn.
Now you know Herbert Hoover and Pierce Arrows.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Herbert.
Stellantis Galant Turbo Sport, also a good guess. And also the car you should build for Lemons, Micah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Louis Pagan, sorry. Also, I covered my mouth when I mispronounced your name because you can see that on the broadcast.
Oh no!
Oh, you can?
Yeah. No, you can't at all. But I was ashamed of my bad Spanish pronunciation. So
Oh.
Pierce Arrow. Good guess.
Pierce Arrow's
Coming in later. Yeah.
from Buffalo, and
It is?
the Puffalumps, Fisher Price, was also from the Buffalo area. East Aurora, New York is where Fisher Price is headquartered. And I have been there on a lemons rally because we're nerds.
And we're going there again. The Rust Belt Rally ends in Buffalo. So,
All right,
There's
there
Pierce
better be
Arrow
a
right
Fisher
there.
Price stop.
is that the actual Pierce Arrow, Ryan, that Herbert
Beautiful.
Hoover rode in?
Wow. It's poppin'.
I think so.
It's Ann Pierce Arrow of the correct
And Pierce Arrow.
era.
It does say Hoover on the front license plate frame.
It does. Look at that. Damn.
Well, it's either that or it's wife, or, Hoover for, hoovering that schneef. Anybody watches too much Letterkenny out there. Yep. That car's
Why
been
does
hoovering some schneef.
Why doesn't iRacing have those? That is the important question that CB in the comments is asking. This is the question we want to know the answer to.
Yeah, iRacing. Come on, Dale Jr. Let's go scan some real fun stuff. Not this NASCAR.
Let's get some Pierce Arrows. Let's get some Packards. Let's get
I
some
want-
pre-war, what they call those?
I want a loaner
Voiturettes?
Porsche.
Yeah.
Witcherette, yeah. I want the loaner
Hispano
Porsche. I
Suiza.
want. The Porsche diesel tractor. That should
Yeah.
not have just been an April Fool's joke. I want to see this. Oh my gosh! Someone has a yellow ducky puffalump? Sorry. No, more important things.
What
I
we
see-
really need is what iRacing needs is like a 1920 Peugeot Grand Prix car, but you have to have two people in the car. You have to have the ride-along mechanic to be like making all of the changes in the car and holding on for dear life so they just fly up and get run over by a Fiat.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing.
This is what I need in my life. Now, I realize I'm one of about, 7 people in the world who feels like that's the kind of sim racing that he needs. But in the interim, this is as good as we can do, which is to turn racing into roller derby, which I think is kind of the greatest thing that we
Yeah.
could ever do with iRacing.
It needs more lane yachts too. Like I want to
yeah.
see Sedan
yes.
DeVille's dominate, just straight up dominate.
I want to race a Cimarron, but without having to risk my actual one being broken.
I will pay
yeah.
any money for a B body
Oh.
of literally any year.
Yes. Oh, so on the way back. So this time,
Whatever's happening here is spectacular as a backdrop. I just wanted to point that out. As the teammates narrowly miss hitting each other twice at 800 miles an hour and 4 miles an hour.
yeah. So yeah, last time Jason was the sweep car in the nice, wonderful, very aggressively normal Focus
Yeah, with 3 cylinders.
with 3 cylinders. Well,
Like
I
by
had
design.
1 gear. And so, the car, my Volkswagen died in Sanderson, just kind of northeast of Big Bend, and it was a 16-hour round trip to go fetch it, and it sucked a ton. But this time, on the way back, not only did the car start the rally, it finished the rally, it actually made it to the finish line on time, and the sweep car, instead of being a nice, sensible Focus, like, normal, sane people, or a tow vehicle like smarter people, it was the Cadillac Cimarron that won.
Yeah.
The random act of
that,
stupidity winner on
Yep.
that original Texas rally.
Yep.
I just Donnie was selling it, and I gave him an offer. It was like, I'll take it.
Yeah.
And
I'm
so I did.
jealous.
And then like half an hour after he gave me where I drove away with it, the car just started running like crap. I don't know if it was bad gas or fuel filter getting clogged, or Donnie using his magical Florida man powers to punish me for getting gas at a Wawa.
No.
But but the car just started running like crap, and suddenly Steph's car was the reliable one again.
Ooh.
But it got
terrifying.
better. It got better and better as we drove along, and aside from the lack of turn signals, the check engine light being on, throttle position sensor being disconnected,
The random stall problem.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, it
think.
got better.
The stalling is pretty much gone, but I discovered a few other things, like the tires are about 9 years old, and the fuse box, which I looked at to try to diagnose the turn signal problem. The fuse box is not a Cadillac Cimarron fuse box. It's just, I don't know what it's from, but it's not the correct fuse box.
That's amazing that
Yes.
somebody was just like, yeah, we'll swap them. By the way, the drifting exhibition from Ben
This is
Fields was
beautiful.
really good up until that point.
But yeah, that Cimarron is the exact one iRacing should model for this game.
Oh
You
yeah,
have to manage the stalls,
the
you know,
Iron
from
Duke,
it.
and a
The
5
Iron
speed.
Duke,
Perfect.
5-speed. That's what you need iRacing.
All right, kids, we are
I need
all
that
set
harsh.
for the start of the race. It looks like brand new to Lemon's iRacing, Derek Gilray on pole. The teammates are going to be spread all out because we can't actually make that happen.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to find your teammate to make this work. It's going to be
Extra.
all out madness for the opening bits of this race. So it's going to be great.
Here
Just
for
so
it.
everybody knows this, Rich Kelly said he was going to drive blind. Big fan of that. Everything happening here is good. So we'll get back. We'll come back to the Porsche lump story here in a little bit. The other Porsche lump story. But I just wanted to call that out.
I love
make
my
sure we
Porsche.
get that.
Yes. Yes.
I think it looks like we're set for a pace lap with the Porsche safety car.
Look at that Porsche lump. That one
there you
runs. I'm jealous. I wish
So
my
two-car
Porsche
teams, Pontiac Solstice and Chevy Silverado, NASCAR
God
truck.
dang. God
Yes,
dang,
you do.
Silverado.
And we will see who gets us to the end in first place. And I believe second place actual winner for this race. And then we'll have a second round of this where the teammates swap cars. So each driver gets to drive each car. And then, combined place, I think, is how we determine the winners and the Hessers.
Yep.
So far, 2 for 2 when we run
Combined.
the roller derby doubleheaders. So looks like they're starting in the middle of the pack, somewhere in the middle of the pack. We've got 11 teams in here, so
Beautiful.
there we go. Bugatti 41 Royale would be great
Yes.
in iRacing. AMT model kits of Pintos are excellent. Any kind of Pinto is as lemons as you can get, so that's good stuff.
I'm also
Right,
going to
force
throw out
swap
that
it.
iRacing really needs the Grumman LLV. Really,
Oh,
before anything
man.
else.
Oh my gosh,
Race
yes.
the mail truck. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing about the mail truck. I don't
It
know.
needs to spontaneously catch on fire, though.
I don't know if we could ever have one race in Meat Space Lemons because they are literally not designed to go over 45 miles an hour. So if you put any kind of engine in it to make it go faster than that, it's going to be horrifying. And it's also not like federalized crash tested at all. So you
Oh
would
my.
have to.
Yeah, everybody
you-
says they're Chevy S10 based, but like it's not the Chevy
Yeah.
S10
No.
frame. Like the front
maybe-
end's a lot narrower for turning
Yeah.
radius purposes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Somebody poorly explained an S10 over the phone.
Yeah, exactly.
And the Grumman LLV came out.
Yeah. and
Oh,
a
great.
military contractor built that instead. By the way, spin on the pace lap. Classic
That was me.
Lemons
I got
there.
spun.
Yep.
It's beautiful.
Cross that one off your bingo card.
Yep.
Indeed.
Bingo.
All right.
Looks like we're about ready to go. I would say the newcomers, Gilray and Aaron Smith, got the jump here with
All
both their
right.
cars up at the front. So we'll see what happens.
Looked like somebody got lost back there and didn't make
I
the
think
right.
so. Yeah, they're on the drag strip. Did you see that? What-
Drag
what-
racing.
know?
Hell yeah.
They're probably strategically
I'm for
planting
it.
themselves.
You
going
know,
to the
that's a
carousel
good
later.
point. Yeah, they're probably parked up at the hairpin now.
Yeah, this is a great roller derby candidate because it's not just the track here that's scanned; it's pretty much the entire premises.
Yeah,
So these trucks can go anywhere.
that's a good point. Well,
That is excellent.
this is the inside view that you get from having a participant in the broadcast booth. Thank you so much, Stun Granny.
Oh, I'm trying to focus on driving while talking at the same time, though. This is weird.
Well, don't do that.
Yeah, I have to do push to talk so I can talk to Terry on occasion.
You know,
Sorry.
if we're gonna have iRacing scan more cars, we also need to have them scan more places.
Yeah. And when you say places, you mean not racetracks. Like they need to like scan that ratty Kmart parking lot that has, potholes all over it and stuff like that. Because that's where the best races would happen. Yeah. Ooh. There's a good jamming right there. Log jamming, if you will.
Yeah, Nate said no hitting till lap 2.
Ah. Well, like anybody's gonna follow that rule anywhere in here.
Yeah,
so.
no. That's masochism. Masochism. Stop hitting yourself.
Yeah. Man, speaking of stop hitting yourself, that was our Lifetime Achievement Award we gave out with the Stop Hitting Yourself.
Oh yeah, the Rusty's car. That was pretty awesome.
Young old Nova, yeah.
That car's nice though. I don't know.
It's not terrible, but if you have driven an old car, you know that any old car is a giant pain in the ass. I love the blocking maneuver here at the top of the hill, by the way. Well done. That's got to be Carl Edward there.
He woke up and shows chaos.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He woke up and chose Moosh Long morning.
That's exactly what I was going for. Yeah, he drank his Moosh Long morning today.
That is excellent.
The last Kmart is somewhere. I think it's in Oregon near the Blockbuster, but I'm not sure.
Wow.
That was our blind driver doing donuts on the straightaway.
Yeah, it's perfect. The doing donuts on the straightaway is kind of the chaos machine of this. Like somebody's gonna hit you eventually.
And while I wait to tow, switch on push to talk.
So I'm sitting here having a good night, not totally sober, and I see Terry's name come up, Terry Bradshaw. I'm thinking like, and for some reason my brain saw Terry Bradshaw. I'm like, man, how the hell did we get Terry Bradshaw on the show?
Whatever just happened on the drag strip there, that was pretty great. I just saw Nate's car up in the air, which is fantastic. By the way, Nate Schlavine, driving in this race in the Beans truck, is the guy who invented the roller derby format for iRacing, and he deserves all of the high marks for that because it was a stroke of brilliance, probably inspired in a perfect moment of, boy, wouldn't this be great? And as the back of that truck says, better than I ever could. That's how you come up with a Lemons format for iRacing.
Yep.
That is a beautiful tailgate. I just now saw it while I waited to tow.
Well, what it should do is you should hit that tailgate. Hit that.
Like
hard.
The pace car. Yep. Oh man, the Hessers have a target on them, I think, is what's happening.
Oh yeah.
That's beautiful.
I know I'm not alone in this, but I specifically told my teammate, if you see a Hesser,
Punt him. Yeah.
You gotta make that noise too.
That's right. It's yeah.
So the Hesser penalty for Gingerman, you just hand them a family album of Hessers and just tell them to label them. They'll make it 3 pictures before they cry.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. Can I also ask for a GR Yaris? Just like that.
The GR Yaris makes too much sense.
No, this is a personal favor as a automotive personality of sorts. that Toyota won't sell me the car I want. So, yeah. Use that hookup, Hessers. Use that hookup.
There we go. We'll see if they can find us something. You know what I want is you can import now the V12 Toyota, whatever they are. It's not
the
Crown.
Century?
Yeah, the Century. You can now import a V12 Century, and I want one.
Ah, that would be so nice. I just love Bromes. I love American Bromes. I love Brome adjacent things like the Century. I love big, cushy, soft luxury cars.
That's a good punt there, by the way.
Someone went off my hood, I think.
EJ Bird has now. He tried to launch over the wall.
You broke iRacing.
Oh.
Again.
And it was got a teammate looking out for him, and Nate's not having any of it. Not having any of it.
Getting some BattleBots vibes right now.
It is, yes, that is super BattleBotsy.
I feel like we should be playing that one song from the Insane Clown Posse because they're like silver like magnets and that spin did not make any physical sense.
No.
How do they work?
How do they work?
Try again.
I appreciate that. Who was that? David Bryan was waiting out there like a shark. Yeah, beautiful, waiting way off in the runoff and using the jelly beans like camouflage.
It's beautiful. Oh yeah,
Brand new sentence.
Camo tricks, I guess.
I think it was unintentional, but nevertheless, here we are.
Just throwing that out for future races. I want to see.
Do a barrel roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see surprise barrel rolls. Camo.
There's plenty of that. Yeah, I love this. This was pit maneuver at 140.
This is a 4D chess pit maneuver.
That's Tyler Stank, I think, in the 31. Very well done.
This is the best format.
Super slow-mo. And then, with Carlin waiting for him. The deuce, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
So good. It's so good. The roller derby format is probably my favorite thing that we do.
You see, it's important that we write down all of the details of this format, so in however many years it takes for holodeck technology to come about, people remember to try this where they won't die.
Yeah. Luis began mentioning the Toyota V12 has 2 ECUs. The BMW and I think maybe the Mercedes V12s from the same era of the 90s also have 2 ECUs. But a BMW with 2 ECUs is like shooting yourself in the head twice. So there's that.
Ooh. Wait. Did the 928 also? No, I don't think it did.
No, the 928 had the V8. The Hessers, by the way, have somehow clawed their way into second and third.
Of course they have.
I don't. They communicate on a far better wavelength than anybody else. Called the brothers, the Bash brother.
It's that cheese linkage.
The Crash Brothers.
Cheese linkage. Yeah, there you go.
Ooh.
Oh, I gotta write that one down.
Confirmed cheese. Not American. Not a pasteurized cheese product like Velveeta.
No, they're from Wisconsin. This is all cheese curds. It is. They talk about sending packets, from your server and stuff. They send curds in Wisconsin. So
nice.
Yep. By the way, the blind driver leading the race at the moment, the guy who can't actually see where he's going. So I can't explain that. You can't explain. Tide goes in, tide comes out. Can't explain that.
Well, I totally heard that, not thinking about actual tides, but like Tide Pods, and
that too, yeah.
that statement still holds up.
What's your favorite flavor of Tide Pod?
That's right.
Mine's grape.
I like beans.
Yeah. Can't stop thinking about him. Eric Hesser, by the way, dumped right there, and John Samuel maybe running away to the lead. We still got 9.5 minutes left,
So
and the
have we-
Silverados
that's all.
can do that. So
Eric,
Have we really made it 20 minutes into this and nobody's made an R. Kelly based joke yet?
nope, not gonna happen.
Yeah,
Not gonna happen.
I don't know where to go with it, but I thought somebody would have figured it out by now.
I try to block that man from my mind.
Who's
because
ready
my
for some
mind is full
Mad
of
Libs?
Beans.
Terry says something about R. Kelly's bass.
Anyway,
Beans.
there we go. Brian Scribner, currently in second, crosses the stripe. 38 seconds to the lead.
Beans.
There we go.
Beans went off the hokey.
Yeah. We all got distracted by beans.
Just a reminder that tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, so load up tonight on your Moosh Schlong Morning, which is made with the finest Albertan Cascade hops, Saskatchewan barley, and quintuple shots of taurine and caffeine extract direct from lovely Trenton, New Jersey. Pry yourself alive with vitality-infused brew when you come around at 2. Moosh Schlong Morning, sold at all fine package retailers in your area. Look them up. There you go.
Wake up and choose violence with Moosh Lawn Morning.
Wake up and choose violence.
Oh, my driver's stuck.
Furiously Google how to print on a can.
The local brewery, to me, I think they print stickers and slap them on a bare aluminum can. It's kind of great.
Yeah. There's a brewery supply place in town that actually sells like label equipment.
Yeah.
So
By the way, I just wanted to point out that fantastic shot of the AN 225 Silverado fishtailing as it hunted down Brian Scrivener at the end of the drag strip came from our unbelievable producer Ryan Bauer, who comes up with all these great shots, cuts to them, makes everything look so much more professional than Lemons has ever looked. I can't thank you enough for that work, Ryan. That was just the perfect shot I think that I've ever seen in any of this. The power slide of the Silverado about to murder Brian Scrivener there. So, thank you so much for that, Ryan.
blessed
It would
vengeance
be better if
for
it was
Baron
like a mid 80s GMC truck would have made that better. But
Yeah, that was totally 70s cop show is what that was. It was spectacular. And Lemons is nothing if not a 70s cop show at its best, so.
Telling y'all's a sabotage.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man.
You gotta get Roland and Roland in here.
Roland and Roland. That was a classic.
Roland and
Lemons
Roland.
bit, yeah. That's our 70s cop show. About 6 minutes left. Brian Scrivener is doing a pretty good job of avoiding all of the people chasing him. Looks like John Hunt leading, by the way.
Yeah!
Jason in here doing his hard yeoman's work of clearing the path for James. So
It's all that practice.
John,
Being
sorry. Oh,
good
and
yeet.
there was some quality yeetage right there. F's in chat for everybody involved. Is this our new leader? Yep. John Samuel
Yes,
has
sir.
snuck through to first. Luis Pagan, thank you so much for being on this broadcast. You are exactly the kind of person who would drop perfectly and seamlessly into Lemons if you're not already racing with us.
Yeah, come play with us.
Yeah, the guy who knows so much about so many weird things in the car world. You are totally our people. So I don't know where you are based or if you're racing in Lemons already, but if you're not, come see us, man. You are our target audience. 100%.
Wee woo.
Wee-woo.
I don't know why I said that. It's like my brain's scrambled after Sandals.
Sandals Birmingham will do that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All that power of your uncle's 85 iRock with the double hump heads, and some bitch will jump a Coke can.
Yeah.
Hump.
I need to just pay you money to write all of the reads for these broadcasts, Randy, because you've got the right. You've got the right.
You got the right stuff,
timbre for it,
baby. Let me turn you.
Yeah, Luis Pagan's in Puerto Rico. Fantastic. Land of the rotary swap. Yeah, the big thing in Puerto Rico, and correct me if I'm wrong, is the Toyota Starlet with the rotary and a gigantic ass turbo on it, running 8th mile times in the 4s, which is so good. It's so good. The noise is horrifying and perfect. So,
It's
yeah,
exactly what you need if you.
I
hate
love
your
all the
neighbors.
drag racing culture in Puerto Rico's amazing. One of my, I love door slammer drag racing, which is like a guilty pleasure of mine, I suppose. As F's in chat for John Samuel from the lead there.
Well,
That
that's
was a great-
also a door slammer.
Yeah, yeah,
Slammed right in the door.
yeah. That was perfect pin against
In
the.
the nuts.
But yeah, no, I love
Gotta look this up. Yeah.
all the weird drag racing culture. It's not weird, like they just build really cool shit in Puerto Rico. Super into it. So.
Dude. You're about to see some butt stuff from the
Yeah, I
preparation,
love
or-
4 Silverados chasing the lead.
Coming to get ya.
And here's where he gets
Yeet.
launched. Yep, yeah.
Yeet.
Good yeetage.
Mhm.
And yet,
Still going. Still going.
and
didn't hear
Eric
no
Hester
bell.
comes down the S's. Oh, that was a good read right there from John Samuels. That's Tyler Stank. Saw that coming. This is great. This is everything you want to see in this final lap, by the way. So.
Ah.
I have a dead Brian trying to get my ass right now.
Yeah.
Nobody's actually going to make it to the bus stop. So.
Ah, thieves. Well, they could take, plausibly, they could take a shortcut somewhere, right?
I think that's what Marc Couturier just did. And they're passing the Solstice on its roof to maybe take the checker.
Hasn't? I feel like that's been there a while. I was just like,
It has, yeah.
just kind of in the background. It's like, oh,
It's part of the scenery at this point, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know what's happening. Ryan, Mark is second. Who's in first? And this is not a Ebenezer.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh,
a truck.
yes.
The first solstice was Mark.
Couturier. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, but
So that is, I believe, how we count the winner.
I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure that the race is over though, because I haven't seen the checkered flag yet. So
not.
this might
No.
be the
I
white
haven't seen
flag
it
lap
either.
here. Depends
So
on
the
how long
race
it
is
takes them to
never
get.
over.
All,
There's still about
Final lap.
yeah.
Yep. Kevin Hesser there blocking off Marc Couturier. Nate Shelveen, his teammate Derek Gilray, may have snuck past on his debut, which would be,
All right.
I mean, to have a prolapse coming out ahead is
Ha.
just unprecedented.
Ew.
Preparation Ace will fix that prolapse.
Yep.
Doesn't matter if those kind of jokes are good or bad, one way or another, there's a stretch.
Ew.
You can't help them from coming out.
Ah,
Now they're just falling out.
just,
Andrew Pullman.
Andrew
That
Pullman
was
took a
brilliant, by
shortcut.
the way. He took a shortcut backwards to get her. He decided that everybody who was behind him or ahead of him was probably in bigger trouble than he was. So,
that.
boy,
Beautiful.
and maybe he got
Cameron,
pulled through
Cameron
like
just
that.
got yeeted out of the lead.
Yep.
I was in the lead.
Couturier there about to get dumped, and that is Eric Hesser with his brother right next to him, and Brian Scrivener, I think, on his 6, and Eric just got dumped in the bus stop, and I think has come out ahead, and It's gonna be interesting.
Mhm.
Ooh. Cameron might. This is ridiculous.
Oh.
I don't even want to call anything because it's an inevitability. Who's gonna survive to the checkered flag here? Will Brian Scrivener get there? Will the 72 get him before that?
This is the last lap now. Barney's waving the white.
There we go. Shortcut.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, that's not gonna go well. Again,
is
70s
actually
Chop Show is
riveting.
happening. Yeah. This is so perfect. John Samuel has snuck through past David Bryan. Yeah, David Bryan's in one of the Silverados, so boy. I don't see this. I mean, everybody's got to be waiting on the drag strip for him at this point. I think he's just through the. Yep, he's just through the carousel there.
Sneaky.
Man,
Can't hold me.
You were talking about how Ron Harrington must have been in the waiting for chili mode. John Samuel right now is in the waiting for chili that is piled high with 4 inches of jalapenos on it mode.
I think this is the after chili mode. I think this is when the chili has hit
And
and
you're
you
waiting.
gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Run,
panic
run,
moment,
little
yeah.
Falcon baby.
Oh no!
And the sealant right there, yeah, to make sure he's
No,
not getting
little
through.
Baron friend, go! Come on! No!
Cameron Albernon, maybe? Oh, look at the move.
What
That
the
was,
hell just
that was
happened?
Barry Sanders right there.
Wow! Evasive maneuvers.
I love the brakes too. And wide? Maybe? Nah.
Boop.
Oh, I got a Hester right next to me. Where's my teammate?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
You have a Hesser.
Not my teammate, but that works too. Thank you, Aaron.
Oh, stop. You
Denied!
got it. You got it.
Oh, there you go.
There's
there
your
you
winner.
go.
Well done, lady.
Ah, yeah!
Now you get to drink a shoe full of beans.
I will
That's
pass on
right.
it.
Yes.
Well done. Your winners
That was
for
only round
one.
one, though.
Lady A and Terry Radford.
Oh, there are
Virginia.
multiple rounds.
There is a second round coming soon.
Yes.
Yes.
This is so riveting towards the end that if the spectator drags people ever watch one of these broadcasts, we'll all
man.
die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Because there's no rules in Maine. There are no laws there, I assume, from what I've seen. So
I'm moving to Maine. All right.
you can't get
Sure.
there from here.
Aha! Let's go to Maine. Let's do crimes.
Let's
go
do crimes.
group
I
some
appreciate, by the way,
crimes.
Lady A, that you took the checkered flag at about 7 miles an hour. So well done.
Thank you. Gotta rep the Hokies, who not only made it to their first ACC championship in basketball, but won the
What?
damn thing against Duke and Coach K. Fuck yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Well, screw Duke.
For it.
And also,
okay.
Terry Radford's Vols made it to the SEC championship for the first time since 1979, and they also won. So we got 2 champs on the track tonight, baby.
So Yin's got good seeds for March Madness. That's what you're telling me?
Hell yeah.
Good deal.
All right.
Well done, everybody. We're halfway through this. And
Does this
it's
mean-
pretty great?
Cameron gets to be in on the Mad Libs, or
Yeah.
I don't know
Everybody
what's
can
going
be in
on.
on the Mad Libs, including.
All right, let me set myself up for a second to do voice chat.
There you go. So well
Okay.
done. So we've got
Yeah.
a second
Yes.
round coming. Let's do a round robin bit of
All
Mad
right.
Libs as the cars launch themselves up.
in
and over
between
the
the Bean Grand Prix.
The
All
bean
right,
ground.
so I need a
Put me
noun.
last. Put me
Let's
last.
start-
I gotta pee.
We'll start with Steph. Give me a noun.
Beans. Duh.
Randy, give me a verb. Present tense.
Bean.
So
Bean.
beans.
Okay.
Okay. Cameron, give me an adjective.
Scratchy.
Scratchy. Jason, I think, is in the bathroom. Yeah.
He's pooping.
Just
He's pooping.
give his answer as bean as well.
I need an automotive supply company of some sort. Just some business that's related to automotive. Steph.
Dick ass.
Yeah, I was gonna say dick ass too.
Okay, they've got it.
Yep. Big ass brakes. All right. A city.
Pittsburgh.
Buda, Texas.
Oh, on the trek this time. Okay.
Somebody. What'd you say, Steph?
Buda, Texas. Why
Buda,
not?
Texas. I don't even know how to spell that. That's fine. A noun.
Buda. Are we picking people or just throwing out nouns?
Randy, give me a noun.
Pittsburgh.
Perfect.
It's a noun.
It's a noun. Counts.
Cameron, give me a NASCAR team owner.
Rick Hendrick.
Hendrick. Gotcha. A car company, Steph.
Vartberg.
Perfect. Randy, a plural noun.
No. Damn. Pants.
Pants.
Yes.
Cameron, a verb.
Dance.
All right. Plural noun for Steph.
Testes.
What?
Testes.
Testes. Gotcha.
The
Testes.
chat has the chat has specifically requested nice freaking testes, and I'm sorry I don't share.
Yep. Randy, I need a city that isn't Pittsburgh.
South Haven.
South Haven, Michigan. Perfect.
Torture.
Cameron, I need a woman's name.
Betty.
Betty. Steph, a kind of wine.
Toilet.
Christ. Oh no.
Oh, I know.
Randy, I need an ing verb or a participle.
Oh, that's a lot of words going on there. ING. We're gonna go with burning.
Right. All right. Noun, Cameron. We're almost done, by the way.
Taco. Yeah, just taco. Let's see, where is my livery at?
Steph, city.
Mobile.
And last one, Randy, I need a verb.
Cringe.
Yep. Cool. All right. So this is the classic post-race interview from NASCAR. That
Okay.
you guys have given me.
Good.
All right. So I need to put myself in the position of Cameron and Terry, who just won the last race. So this is your post-race interview.
All right.
All right. Boy, what a beans. It beans my mind how scratchy that race was. I didn't know if our dick-ass brakes, Buda, Pittsburgh Systems, Hendrick Motorsport, Wartburg had it in it, but those pants on our crew, they just danced it. I'd like to thank the testies back at the shop at South Haven and the guys on the pit wall. My wife Betty and my kids back at home. It's my daughter, Toilet Wine's birthday today.
Toilet wine.
We're just Gonna keep, I don't even know what this, I don't know what I write. Something's, with this momentum to the next taco at Mobile, and then we're gonna cringe all the way to the championship.
Yes, we are.
There you go. There's your post-race interview.
That is a DFL show classic. Oh my
That's a
gosh.
classic, yeah. I always loved, I ended up on, when I was journalisting, I would end up on all the mailing lists, and you would get the, boy, we finished a really solid 11th place and 17th in class somehow, and here's all the takeaways on it, and you would just get this stupid 300-word press release on it.
That says nothing.
Yeah, it says absolutely nothing. So when Steph and I and Brad Brownell and Pat Hofstetter, who's he goes by something else now,
Jordan, yeah.
Jordan Hofstetter. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, when we were all on a podcast together, we would do stupid games, and one of them was the classic Mad Libs of these terrible press releases.
Sauce.
There it is.
Oh my god.
Look at that.
Oh, darn it, did I miss
Donkey
another game?
sauce.
This is beautiful.
This took me
Also-
this took me about 10 minutes to make in Microsoft Paint.
No, that's stuff.
That is beautiful.
Oh, nice slide by the
Thank
tin
you.
truck in front of me.
Wait.
All right, so we got 4 minutes until the next race. So you guys showed up, you and Jason, with the 411 to the Southern Heaps Rally.
Go for
And
it.
there was some really spectacular competition. There was a 1950 Studebaker, there was a 52 Saratoga, but both of those cars spent some time on a trailer. How many miles did the 411 do on a trailer?
None.
That's exactly right. And that is why you guys won. You guys did it the right way. You took the worst
idiots.
car and suffered through so many miles in that thing. Tell me, in short, in 3.5 minutes, just give me the laundry list of things that broke on it.
Oh gosh. So
That's
before the race, it's funny
This is in a 3-day rally plus the drive to and from.
Well, it's funny you mentioned the Studebaker. I had actually... So, Bo from the Studebaker team is one of the major guys over Harris Hill,
Right.
where the 411 lived for years and years and years and years. And we'll eventually probably break down again there, and I'll run out of space or blah, 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 blah. I tend to leave cars scattered around Central Texas, and it's a bad habit I'm trying to break. Okay, just
Okay,
hold
Donnie.
Yeah.
No, Donnie leaves it in his places in Central Florida. It's different.
I think, Steph, you'll have to give the rundown without me here. I need to switch voice channels. But thanks for having me, guys.
Okay.
Thanks for being
All
here,
right.
Jason.
Yeah, thank you,
Likewise. Yep.
Jason.
Thanks for having me back.
Dominated. Go dominate.
Godspeed.
Oh,
win.
yeah.
Dominate
Yep.
or else.
Will do. I'm working on it.
All right. So before the race, Bo was one of the people I called desperately scrambling to find a welder who could do aluminum, because there's this cast aluminum idler arm bracket that snapped. We were trying to solve this death wobble that came on about, I called it my actual speedometer, because it would come on at about 45 miles an hour, and it would just be this awful death wobble. The steering wheel would feel like a shake weight. And so we got a new kind of anti-shimmy bushing that fits into this idler arm bracket. And turns out Volkswagen updated the bracket and went to a bigger bushing for later cars, and did not keep making the original size for the early cars. Didn't really update the part number either, so it's same part number. Didn't work for my parts. So press in, finally get the right bushing, or what we thought was the right bushing. Press it in with a couple days to go before the rally. Just totally certain that this would hopefully fix. No, the bracket snapped. But it snapped cleanly across one line. I called around. I finally found a 911 owner, a friend knew, who just kind of tinkers with everybody's stuff, and nice guy, Jamie, I think. Yeah, he saved our butts got the bracket back together. Of course, the bushing just does not fit in this bracket, no matter how we fit. Part of the death wobble that got worse over the rally was this bushing backed out a little bit, because it's just, we just kind of sanded it down to where it would go in. That's what she said. So, yeah, that is the first problem. And then, of course, it fouls plugs like crazy. And it's just, it'll drop a cylinder because the plug is covered in soot, and because it's had to have plugs in and out so often. Like, so part of the problem on previous times I've tried to run this car is that stupid carb is a Holly 5200, and it is an absolute turd. It is this progressive carb that really only works best if you floor it. And even then, it fuels unevenly and it sucks. Whoever decided that carb was an improvement over Elgetronic can eat my balls. Can eat every Rocky Mountain oyster on the Rocky Mountain Breakdown Rally and not enjoy it. I hope they don't enjoy deep fried cowboys. So, yeah, that is the other thing. We go to swap out. I'm like, oh yeah, this will take delicate hands, because I didn't have a magnetic spark plug socket. Ooh, we're about to go. Didn't have a magnetic spark plug socket. And I told Jason, I'm like, stand back, I'm gonna be real. Because I knew if I fumble it, the plugs would like wedge themselves between the tin, like the cooling tin, and there's space there for air to get in, cool the engine. The spark plug tends to get wedged in between the cooling tin and the engine itself, and it just kind of drops in there. And I didn't have a grabber tool either, because real smart brain genius here. The two things I would most likely make my life much easier, didn't have. So we're in this Walmart parking lot at like 1 a.m. in Waycross, Georgia, when this happens. And we got kind of distracted by this like sweet Honda that rolls up. It's just awesome. Turns out the guy recognized the Nerdy Racing decal on the car. Kyle Sloan was the guy's name. And apparently knows Troy and crew from other stuff that he's done.
Crazy. Yeah.
Smallest small world.
Yeah.
So yeah, run with tetanus. They're good people.
And they apparently know literally everybody, as it turns out.
Literally everyone.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kyle guy with a sweet Honda. I think it's somewhere in this pictures that I sent you.
It's like an RSX or something, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Or Civic SI or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I was dead tired and I had rage eyeballs. I don't even remember exactly what kind of car it was, aside from
there it is.
Sweet graphics. Dude, this car, like the last car I expected to see in a hanging out in a Walmart parking lot in a place
in Waycross, Georgia. Yeah.
Waycross, Georgia. I was like, dude, sweet.
Yeah.
And got to talking to the guy. He's like, Nerdy Racing. Oh, I know those dudes.
Yeah.
I'm just wishing for the sweet release of death next to the 411s in debate.
As you do. I think we're underway.
Yeah, we're gonna do a clean lap, and then we start the murder.
There we
That's
go.
per Nathan.
There you go. Prolapse way ahead of everybody.
Prolapse. They're gonna get prolapse.
He's getting squeezed there a little bit, so.
Yes.
Anyway,
Look
so.
at prolapse and all the brown.
Yeah. Well,
yes.
it's a little red,
RSX
too.
Type S. There we go. Thank you, Luis.
Yep. So they bailed you out.
Yeah, helped me put stuff back to. Well, the big problem was I was like, okay, this is easy enough. I just need delicate hands and a little personal space, so I'm not
Right.
like flipping out. You know what I expected to happen of me dropping the plug under the tins into an unreachable spot didn't. What I knew might happen, but totally didn't expect to happen with Tired Brain, was the helicoil from fixing where we cross-threaded the plug at some point came out with the plug. So yeah, not a fan. No.
Yeah.
So here I am trying not to like cry.
Rage quit. Yeah.
Rage quit cars. And yeah, it totally helps us. Like, we just met this dude and he totally helps us clean up the threads of the helicoil, helps us figure out how to dislodge it from the old spark plug and put it on the new one, and just kind of calmly came back with more tools and everything. Like, dude, that was sweet. But yeah. Oh, and it also poops oil. That's
Well,
manageable though.
yeah,
It's just a
that's
self.
Volkswagen stuff. Yeah.
It changes its own oil because I need to replace a seal around the oil cooler. But pretty relatively, considering that what killed it last time was we were trying to sleepily slap together the engine swap where we put a 1.8 liter out of a Porsche 914 into the car, and had taped over the shaft that goes into the transmission. We were like, we don't want schmutz getting in here, so we'll just put a piece of painter's tape over the end. And it is very difficult to find parts for Type 4. That's part of the reason why I'm glad it's just the 914 engine now. Ooh, good yeet.
That was a great yeet as
That
it
was
got
a
hung
great
up on the. Hung up on
With
the
God as my witness, he is broken in half.
Someone gave it the beans.
full beans. Yeah, Nate Schlavine.
Oh, beans.
He knew that was coming. Yeah, and that was an inevitability, and that's the beautiful part of roller derby is it's inevitable you're going to get dumped, and it feels like a victory for every tenth of a second you're not being thrown into a wall by a 3,700-pound NASCAR truck.
But oh yeah, the failure that killed it last time was we forgot to take that tape off, and it circulated within the transmission, gummed up the gears, and I rolled limped into this gas station in Sanderson, Texas, with one gear, barely, couldn't do over 30.
Whatever it was stuck in, yeah.
Yeah, like first gear, just miserable. But, I mean, if you want to enjoy the scenery of Big Bend, it's just kind of this beautiful experience. I think Jason said it's the best fuel economy he's ever gotten out of his Focus. But, you know, it's a whole vibe. You're in a loud vintage Volkswagen. The desert is where it belongs.
They sold him a dummy.
Yeah. It's a whole vibe.
Yeah.
Until you realize that your car might actually die for good this time, and then you'll
Refresh my memory on this car, because the last time I saw it was when it raced at Buttonwillow and won the Index of Affluency. Mm-hmm. Is it still a 3-speed automatic, that really bad Volkswagen Auto?
Yes.
Oh,
Not just it's not the original one, because that's the one that got gummed up with tape. It is the replacement that was just kind of the replacement of unknown provenance that was sitting in the passenger area of the car. And we slapped it in, and it's been running ever since.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, There's actually been 2 Volkswagen automatics that have won Lemons rallies now. The very first Rust Belt rally last July was won by the Bremen Mini Mark Shriners Edition.
Oh!
With the, man, I need to dig up a photo of that real quick. Give me a minute, but it had an auto stick, which is generally regarded the worst thing that Volkswagen has ever built, including the Dasher and the W12 Passat.
Hey now. These are all great weird things.
I don't disagree, but boy, I had a chance to ride in the Mini Mark with the auto stick, and we were on a section of Route 66 that was actually I-40 that kind of bridged New Mexico and Arizona, and you know, like, it's interstate and it's 75 mile an hour speed limit there, and trucks are doing 75, and this thing is doing like 62 and a half, and it's like it's just like at like 4,000 RPM. It was kind of a horrible experience, but the car itself looks great. It's got like a boat paint job, you know, like that bass boat flake to it.
Yes.
I am copying this to get to Ryan so he can throw it broadcast when he gets a second. But
my gosh.
It's
hell yeah.
It's pretty wild, this car.
That sounds like my new favorite. Well, I love bass boat sparkles and Volkswagens and weird kit cars and just weird crap. So everything about this.
Yeah, so they were on the way to the rally. They're from Connecticut, so they were driving out to the Starlet Rally, which was in Gary, Indiana. Beautiful Gary, Indiana.
Beautiful Gary, Indiana.
And they stopped. They were somewhere in Indiana, east of there, but taking the back roads because obviously it won't go fast. And like they stopped at somewhere, you know, like a gas station or something. Some dude comes out and he's just like, "Oh, that's a Bremen Mini Mark II Shriners Edition," and then like gets in his car and drives away. And they're like, wait, what? Like,
what?
Yeah, and you know, dude just knew, and they were somewhere near Bremen, Indiana, where these things were slammed together. So it was just like this dude obviously knew the guy who ran the company or something, and you know, just was like, "I'm gonna tease you with this information, but I got places to be." So
yeah,
it just kind of hilarious that like somebody was like, "Yeah, of course, everybody knows what that is," you know.
I think there might have been one of these there's an event down here called the Junebug Rally for old Volkswagens.
Yep.
And I think someone might have actually brought one of these.
Yeah, I mean, I think the guys said there were like 19 of them built or something. You know, it's one of those cars where either it's in pristine condition like this one, or you know, it's all broken and all the fiberglass is messed up and it'll never be fixed. Like it's an either or. There's no in betweens.
Yeah, it's perfect and I love it. Yeah.
There you go. The Hessers, by the way, first and third. By the way, so.
Well, it's a good thing. Well, who's the winner this time?
Well, that's up to you. Picking up between 1 and 22. I believe
22. Why not? Let's do 22.
Yeah, DFL, as it were.
DFL.
Did you see that? Did you see that slide through the middle of the two of them?
Beautiful.
Oh.
And somewhat unlucky because you took no one out, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Yep. Derek Gilray, brand new to Lemons. Beautiful.
That
slow-mo action there.
He's got the spirit.
Cinematic.
Oh, man.
Gosh.
It's a thing of beauty.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's a number of videos we posted on the Lemons Rally of us getting out of the freeway, of just going like, "Witness us!" and, you know, flooring it while everything is passing us.
Yeah. It just makes more noise. It doesn't actually go faster.
It doesn't go faster. Yeah, Volkswagen actually brought in some of their like pretty museum cars. Like they had this bus, and I noticed
Again, Andrew Pullman just drove through 4 cars spinning around. That was ridiculous.
All right, I gotta go follow my man now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Terry.
I think you need to take out Andrew Pullman. Shoot, come on.
That's your dude. Go get him.
Go get him. Yeet.
Although I think EJ Bird's gonna dump him before he gets to the bus stop. So if I was a betting man, anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but anyway, even the pretty nice museum Volkswagen had a 55 Max taped on the dash. Like, struggle is real.
Yeah. It is not a car designed for the modern world, the Volkswagen Beetle and its affiliates, so to speak. Now, all that said, one of the Volkswagens we've never had in Lemons, as Richard Kelly gets dumped there and suddenly Andrew Pullman's back in the lead. One of the Volkswagens we've never had is the car that followed the 411, the 4-door, which is the Dasher, the very first air or liquid-cooled Volkswagen.
Yeah, no one cares about water cooled.
No, they don't. Nobody cares about the early liquid-cooled ones. They're all gone. That's the real problem. The Dasher's just
sad.
I see Andrew Pullman coming.
Checked out. So anyway, 7.5-ish minutes left. It's pointless to attempt to explain who's in the lead because somebody's bounding over the hills, as we saw there with Derek Gilray, and dumping the leader every 4 seconds, which is what makes this the greatest event in the history of motorsports.
Well, no, the person in last is the leader.
Correct, which is, we'll wait for this to cycle through. 22nd place, Marc Couturier. There you go, Nate Schlevine's team.
There you go. You should all take him out and steal DFL.
That's right. DFL's hard to, it's hard to win DFL. And that was one of the things we did with the Yokohama Road Mangler Cup, which you can win, by the way, if you come to the Lemons race. The race on Yokohamas as somebody yeets themselves into the stratosphere. If you run on Yokohamas, you have the opportunity to win a set of Yokohamas. And, we're doing it as a raffle, but one of the original, it was Stunt Granny who launched himself into the stratosphere. With me on the hood. As you do.
Beautiful.
That's kind of a great capture. I'm going to have to come back to that. But our idea was that the oops, says Stunt Granny as he flies way over. Well done, Jason. But our original idea for winning Yokohamas was to finish as the second highest car on Yokohama. So you'd have these 2 cars attempting very hard to not beat each other. So in our minds, we just envision these people like doing half a mile an hour, going across the finish line trying not to win, which is the most Lemon thing we could imagine.
Track blocker back there.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing.
Exactly. But, we figured that probably presents some kind of insurance hazard that we can't adequately explain at the end of the day when somebody's in, the full body cast. So we're like, we'll just do a raffle because it probably keeps us out of having to be on the witness box in some horrible lawsuit. So,
well, what you need is a puffalum
and some Faith Insurance.
Faith Insurance. Boy, we haven't plugged all of the sponsors to make all this possible. So give me a quick 20 seconds here while we acknowledge that Faith Insurance Agency and Top Flight Computers make this possible for Ryan, our producer. Couldn't do it without them. Everything you're seeing on this screen, all of the yeetage, all of the good stuff, all of the crazy shots brought to you by Top Flight Computers that Ryan uses to bring this to you. Yokohama Tires, our official tire of Lemons Racing. E1R Mental is unfortunately tied up with his day job, which has become a night job for him. So he's not available, but every One Racers podcast, they talk a lot about lemons. It's Three Pedal Mafia guys. We love them to death. Steph, I know you've raced with them. They're great. Bearded Racer Productions. I'm in Nemesis Labs, of course. Sean Yoder, great
Nemesis.
guy. He did the Nemesis. Sean, I met in person at Barber. Great guy. A bunch of his people were raced in. Yes, also that. But love Nemesis Labs. And again, if you want to participate in this, our next race that we officially are having is on April 16th. It is no rules apply, Laguna Seca, Gladiator style. So whoever gets to the finish first, regardless of whatever happens in the interim. And iSuckAtRacing.com is where you can join that or find out more information on the Lemons iRacing League. So
yeah, I'm sucking at racing, trying to defend my man while also trying to kill people. I'm in
that's the beautiful part of the roller derbies. You need to just decide when you need to. It is the Kenny Rogers conundrum. It is to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away,
know when to
run.
crop dust.
No.
Sit round the table, the time, the count, the dealing stuff.
That's right. My parents
Beautiful.
My parents' two biggest musical whatever that they would play was Kenny Rogers and Billy Joel. So I don't know what
Heck yeah.
I don't know what that says about the background music of my childhood, but that was it. So Nate Levine, by the way, dumped out of the lead right there. 2.5-ish minutes to go, and this is where it starts to get really good.
Yes.
Because it's just the Jaws theme constantly as
Whip
Force
out.
Verato's run down Andrew Pullman.
Whip out the Preparation H.
And somehow
Force
everybody missed
Alvarado's-
him.
Yeah, Force
Literally
Alvarado's
everybody missed
versus
him.
Pullman is an equal fight.
I think that's right, yeah. He just, well, no. Everybody, yep, double death. So, never mind. It was,
Yeah, he's dead. Never mind.
he did, yep. I think that was Nate Levine squeaking through. Yeah, sure was.
Mm-hmm.
The engineer of this mastermind of insanity. Before this race ends, I just want to say, Steph Schrader, the Lemons Rally victory in the 411, the last thing, frankly, I ever expected to have happen. You guys did that absolutely right. The damn thing ran. I was so impressed and so surprised by the outcome. You guys did it right. I can't say enough nice things about that.
Oh, I need to do Random Acts of Stupidity again.
Yeah. Again.
Yep.
Yeah, because you got the one in Cimarron. But that's the vaunted prize, and the one the rally aficionados know is the one they want. So, agreed.
I'm gonna have to find something real stupid to do. I don't know what yet.
A kit car, always a good idea. Just gonna throw that out there. Says we're on the final
New
lap. I don't
car
know how
every
much
day had to be worth something.
a new car every day. Oh yeah, like you know the famous stories of this kid started with a paperclip and ended up with a Porsche Boxster.
And now he is
yeah.
Mark Cuban.
Yeah, you need that. So you start the rally with a 91 Buick Regal, and somehow trade your way up to a square body Silverado, and then from there you end up with a BMW Z4 whose dashboard is completely lit up like a Christmas tree. You just run the last day of the rally like that. I think that's a great approach. I think is the obtain a new car each day.
Well, okay, somebody needs to do this. It is decided.
Yeah.
It is
It
decided.
It is foretold.
And now we've got Derek Gilray getting dumped, and Pullman in the lead and dumped, and Schlavine dumped, and coming back around is Gilray through the. Oh man, this is so good. And his blocker covered him, and somebody's dying at the moment, and Gilray gets dumped. Apologize for not being the most exciting broadcaster, but it's just going to be a shit show for the next half a lap here as people just try to get to the end.
Have to say anything relevant. They're just going to eat each other, and it's going to be good. Look at this.
Good call. Schlavine's no way. There's no way Kevin Hesser's going to sneak through and get the win.
Yes.
Absolutely not. No. 0%. That's Cameron Albernon trying to dump him. You got to get him, Cameron. This finish line's right there.
Punch him. Finish him. No! Well,
I'm stuck on the wall anyway.
Wait. Oh, yeah, you're the real winner.
So,
last?
Kevin Hesser, the winner, and Cameron Albernon, DFL, twice a winner tonight.
Hell
Very
yeah.
well done, Cameron.
Thank you. It's nice coming first and last and first.
And first, that's right. And I don't know where the Hessers finished in the first race, but I suspect they are now 3-time champions. So let's just roll with that and call them 3-time winners, undefeated, undisputed. Even though somebody will dispute it, it doesn't actually matter because there's no stakes involved in this. So they can just slap this on their meat space BMW when they race. So well done by the Hessers. And honestly, this is the most entertaining iRacing I've ever seen. And it's just stupid and great. So,
I mean, this is the chicken enchilada live stream. I don't know who was expecting steaks, but they were wrong. It clearly said chicken enchiladas on the menu.
that's right. Maybe an Al Pastor if you're me, but
Nope.
That's an acquired taste. So chicken enchiladas, pretty standard.
Chicken enchiladas.
So I've been trying to think of a different way to describe what the roller derby races are like, and I think I finally settled on if the initial D universe had crystal meth, that's what this would be.
No, that's right. Because it's always like you can try as hard as you want in the real world. There's no such thing as, the cartoon close racing, or whatever. But this kind of accidentally is that, and you can't explain it. And as Kevin Hesser Cox Giga blasts himself through the
Tide comes in, tide comes out.
That's right.
It's like
Explain
the
that.
Night of Destruction, except you don't get hurt, and
Yeah.
you can be even dumber.
Only your liver. Only the liver.
Only your, well, yeah, if you're one of those 40-cent White Claw people. Oh, God. Oh,
Well,
oh.
that's me. So,
Noted South by Southwest sponsor.
no.
Freaking White Claw. Yes. That's disgusting.
That makes me sad.
That's disgusting.
Oh, how'd they get it over Moosh Long Morning?
I
mean,
know.
really.
Mushlon.
Look, here we are at the end of the night, and we know you've got another long night ahead of you with St. Patrick's Day in just a scant few minutes, frankly. So make sure in your refrigerator for tomorrow and the day after
That's right.
is a 6-pack of Moosh Long Morning, made with Albertan Cascade hops, Saskatchewan barley, and quintuple shots of taurine and caffeine extract, straight from their ancestral home in Trenton, New Jersey. Pry yourself alive with vitality-infused brew when you come around at 2. Moosh Long Morning.
Someone needs to make
And
this.
now for a new product, Moosh Long Morning for those on the go. Moosh Long Morning now available in an aerosol can, so you can just puff it.
And of course, when the best brew won't do, Mooshlon Barber Pole is for you. Get it at your local Safeway and Whole Foods today.
Yep. Eric
And
has
Ace
the-
Hardware.
And Ace Hardware.
Hardware.
Ace is the place for the helpful folk.
Ace is the place for Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Someone has to make all of these now, and I want to try them, even though
Oh, that's a bad idea.
that's a terrible idea. That is choosing violence.
Yes.
Eric
Mooshlon
Hester.
morning. Wake up and choose violence.
Apparently found himself well into the crowd. Which, I mean, if you're going to celebrate a victory, I can't imagine. Oh, Yeah, no, he went straight up
I need
the hill.
Shaw with the space.
But hey, since I'm watching y'all now, I don't have to watch the Twitch stream.
Straight out.
Solstice Slicer.
Love that people have found the correct line out of turn 1 to get them up and over the hump. Oh,
Whee! In this
At
space.
160. That was beautiful.
Wow.
I don't know if there's anything else we can add to that. This has been a spectacular
Landed in the crowd.
the Lemons iRacing League. We've had Cameron Auburn on win a race
Yes.
outright. We've had her win the correct pick a position race. We've had her finish twice actually now with the DFL and with the 4th place, or maybe that was a Hester. Doesn't matter. That was there we go. Ultimately, very well done, Cameron, and thank you so much for being in the broadcast booth. Randy Bish, we will see you at Pit Race in April. I cannot wait. I can't express how much I can't wait to see what you guys come up with there.
I think we're really going to outdo ourselves with the theme for this. And just to give a hint, it's Liha Zeknik Ukrainich Bijnime Zustraina Nevami Pittsburgh.
Perfect. Whatever the hell that means. There are 3 people in the world who gets it. Jason Grafton, I don't know where you finished in the last race. The Stunt Granny, Co-Lemons Rally winner. Great dude. Love everything he does. And of course, his teammate in that rally, Steph Schrader. Thanks you. Words. Thanks so much for being here. There we go.
All right. Dog.
Dawn can go out on that. Ryan Bauer,
Good night,
our producer,
Boy.
as always. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to Kimanda, the world's leading creative memory company.
I didn't even see that there when I was at Sonoma.
That is excellent.
That is a point and shoot from circa 2011.
I think I might have had that. I think that's the Epson L410. That was like my first digital camera.
That's the Elf, I believe. Whatever it is, good Lord, whatever's happening in iRacing, we are out there exploiting the best and worst of it. So be sure to tune in on April 16th is our next iRacing broadcast. Stay tuned to Lemon's social media. We are going to announce our special guest for that. It's going to be great. Thank you so much to our racers. You guys make this possible. Nate Levine, Ryan Bauer again, with all the shots that make everything look so good. I got nothing else to add. Follow us on social media. Yokohama, Everyone Racers, Top Flight Computers, Faith Insurance Agency, Moosh Long Morning, Nemesis Labs. Let's just mix all the fake sponsors in with the real ones and call it a night. Thank you guys so much for being here. We'll see you next time.
Yeet.
Beep, bop, boop.
Dong.
Dong.
Yeet. Dong.